Wow, I just saw the title. Holy shit.
Hype moments in Aura.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited that after today, I get to take the PlayStation copy out of my cupboard and look at the cover.
Yeah, you could go get it during the stream. You could look at it. Go get it on break.
And be underwhelmed? Really? Aw.
Oh, I did have one warning for you. I forgot to give it to you before stream. There are auto scroll sections again today, unfortunately.
Okay.
Me Pro.
Let me know when they're coming. I'll try my best to read them.
For one of them, I'm reading, and I think for the other, it's at the very end. I think the end is an auto scroll. I know for one of them I'm reading. So. Yeah. Spoilers. Yeah, man. I know.
Sorry.
Spoilers for auto scroll. Bless you.
All right, so like we're ending 3 things this weekend. What's gonna have the best ending? Umineko, Expedition 33, or Seki Mea?
I know which one I think.
It's anyone's scran. It's anyone's scran.
It's anyone's scran. You really think so? Oh God. Oh.
So something happened, and I don't know if I said this on stream or if I said it to Mouse like after we were done streaming yesterday, because it's all kind of a blur to me. Something happened in Seki Mea last night on the stream that if I hadn't been co-streaming it, I would have alt F4'd and just stopped. I would have.
You said that to me after you said you're like really solemn. You were like, maybe it's better that we do these things on your stream. Like you're just. It was Mattress Gate. Oh, I think we can say that without it being too much of a spoiler.
Yeah,
it was Mattress Gate.
It was Mattress Gate.
It was Mattress Gate. Yeah. What did I miss? Watch and find out. The VODs are on my channel or Naj's.
I also I can't remember what I said. I said something and someone in chat said like, I wish this could be a jodel, like, because it's just an insane statement. Yeah.
I don't remember what that was, and it was really funny.
Was it worse than Sprinklergate? I mean, like, worse than, like, it didn't become a big topic conversation. It wasn't a fight, but like in terms of like in my view, the story just like delving into just nonsense. Yes, it was worse than Sprinklergate. Like, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I still like Seki Mea a lot for the concept and everything, how it's set up. But like, my god. Oh.
The only thing that kept us going was I was there. Otherwise, it would have been Mattress Gate.
Yeah.
If that was on your stream, there'd be no chance. Mattress Gate. Oh fuck.
Mattress semi-tolling gate. Wow.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Would you still recommend Seki Mea after this? I would. I think it's fun. I think you just have to know to strap in for some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did well, though, apparently. I didn't know we were doing well, but we did well, apparently.
We did well. Yeah, we did well. Yeah. Oh, copyright is still banned.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Copyright is still auto-modded.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Have you ever considered reading a book on stream, something copyright-free like Monte Cristo or The Great Gatsby? I think chat might be more open to the idea of Umineko. Probably a bad idea, but still, that could be interesting, I think, maybe. I don't know, reading out loud.
Pay attention without anime PowerPoint?
Yeah, they should make anime versions of The Great Gatsby and everything. I don't particularly love The Great Gatsby.
They're going to talk about Fate. They're going to talk about Fate in the chat now.
It's okay, but it's not my favorite. I have always wanted to read The Counting Monte Cristo. I have it. I have the unabridged version somewhere. Yeah, I've seen the movie.
Wow.
Wow, there are a lot of messages coming in.
Yeah, the resubs rolling in. Yeah.
Whoa. All right. Well, let's do some dolls while we while people roll in. They see me rolling. All right. Cover art.
Can I have a stream?
Oh. Sorry.
Oh. Meow. Oh no! I caught your. I caught your sneezing.
Bless you. No. Bless you.
Thank you.
I have no idea what this is.
I've got no idea.
Oh, it's Phalanx. It's
it's
the
the space
stupid
game.
it's the stupid fucking space game that has an old man playing a fucking banjo on the. Yes, I got it. I have no
That is an
idea.
insane pull from you. Holy shit. I've never even heard of this.
I have no idea why this is on the
Wow.
cover. Live Nanjo reaction. Yeah,
Good job. Holy shit.
I still don't know what this is all about. Artwork. Oh, I feel like I know what this is. Is this Breath of Fire? No. What is this? That part looks so familiar.
I got no clue, man.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Oh. Oh.
Is it Breath of Fire? Breath of Fire 4? No, it's not. I don't know what this is then. Oh,
Oh.
no. I was seeing someone else. I don't know what this is.
I don't know who these freaks are.
Yeez. 7. Yeah, okay, alright. Bandle, can we hear it?
Yes, we can.
Okay, chat's going away.
1990. I have a chance at this.
20 million. Very hard.
Okay. I don't have a chance at par 5. Interesting. Alright. I got no clue based on this.
Is it the song that goes I'm a bitch, I'm a mother, I'm a child, I'm a lover, I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner, I did.
Yeah, that's by Meredith Brooks. That's Bitch by Meredith Brooks. I don't think so because it starts with bow, bow, bow.
No, it's not that.
Okay. Oh shit.
Oh. The right guitar just kicked in? Huh.
I might know it, I just don't know it yet. I feel like I do know the song, but I don't. I probably need the glorp. If I had to guess. Let's see.
It's not like Kiss Me, is it? Is that later on? I mean, we
Kiss
don't.
Me was later on, but it's a solid guess.
Sixpence None the Richer? No, it's not that. All
I
right.
think those. Shit. Kind of a bop, whatever it is.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Vibing.
All right, we're going to Glorp.
Let's glorp. Let's glorp. Oh. Oh shit.
Oh, I do know this.
I do also know this.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know the name of it though.
Is it a George Michael song? I don't know what's coming in my head.
Maybe?
What one of these would it be?
It's not Faith, it's not Careless Whisper.
Yeah.
Shit. And maybe it's not George Michael.
No, maybe it's not George Michael. Okay. Do you want to hear Glorp again, or do you want to get a clue?
Let's get a clue.
Tom's Restaurant.
Well,
What do you mean?
diner?
Cat's Diner? No? Diner? Tom's Diner? Versus is oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay. I think I have heard the song at some point,
I
but
have
I don't
heard the song, but
yeah.
I didn't know the name. Yeah,
I don't know the name
for
either.
sure.
Okay, wow, that's a hard one today on fucking Bando. We couldn't hear.
well,
What do you mean you couldn't hear it? What? Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Here you can.
Very quiet. Excellent. Silent glorp.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. By the way, Finn was playing that catfishing game, Cat Goes Fishing game, and it has music that's ripped from something else, and it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to play it later. Like it is ripped from a different game for sure.
Can you get me Cat Goes Fishing for my birthday too?
Sure, I can, sure.
Yay!
Jodel. Why are you guys fixating on the 3 a.m. poop? It's not like I got up to poop. I was already awake. Who wakes up to poop? I do? What do you mean? Okay.
Umeful pinged me to pin something midstream? You want me to pin things midstream? What do you mean by this? Okay, whatever.
House Flipper, I think. It was... I don't I don't think it's House Flipper. I think it's a little bit later after House Flipper. It is in the House Flipper era. The year is going to be right on this one. Whoa!
Whoa.
Wow!
Whoa. I didn't know you
Whoa!
streamed Flipper. Wait. How did I not know that?
Yeah. For no reason, I'm not going to play this one. I woke up to poop once. My body just needed it. I mean, if it happens regularly, I think it's a problem. Yeah. All right. Steam Duel. Great characters, an amazing story. Only problem is that the characters aren't kissing every 10 minutes.
Life is strange
Expedition
before the
33.
storm.
Oh, okay, Life is Strange before Life is.
I was just kidding.
Let's go. No. Expedition 33.
Don Quixote. You know, Don Quixote is a baddie? What do you...
Hello, Mr. KGJH. I have given you approximately €6. Please use that to pay for your therapist fees. I love your game, but it eases the stress you feel. KK, thanks. XOXO.
Oh, it's fucking Limbus Company.
300 hours.
Fucking Limbus Company. Oh.
Why does this group of games have such like a cult, let's get Joe to play it following?
They love gotcha.
Okay. Alright. It's the final Umineko Scran.
Oh.
Can we choose it? Yeah, right. That's actually decent pizza. I'd eat that. Yeah. That's like a 7, 8 out of 10 pizza, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it looks compared to the other Scrandal pizzas, I think it's definitely in the top tier. It looks pretty good, yeah.
I mean, sure, go for it.
Zero. Okay, that's true. The toppings are kind of on the boring side. It's just cheese pizza, but like the fucking shitty ass pizza we see on Scrandal. No, that's a 4 out of 10. Still over left though. I don't think you've seen 4 out of 10 fucking pizza on Scrandal. There's no way. Oh. Chicken
both of these are really good.
gyros versus Lebanese chicken flatbread. They both do good. I'm feeling left a little bit more than right.
I think left. The right has green stuff on it, and as we know, the Scrandal hates green stuff. So
yeah, this looks really. The chicken just looks really well done on the left.
Yeah.
Right for price, it's only a squid different. Left.
I'd say left.
Left.
Yeah, I'd say left.
Oh.
Okay, whatever.
Whoa.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Pork dumplings. Price for 10. 9 quid. Roast pork stuffing and gravy. I don't know how to judge this shit. I don't know either. I've had a dumpling. Like I've never had a roast pork stuffing and gravy sub. Like I don't know.
I would go left because I do not trust a baguette that was made in England, but that's just me.
That's
just
most
me. That doesn't
French
represent
thing you have ever said. I can't.
That doesn't represent the most.
I need a minute.
He needs a minute. Okay. Can you roleplay as Battle and Beato for the final Umineko Scrandal? I think we are.
Did you know Black Souls released on Steam? I don't know what that is. Sorry. All right, we're going left. We're going left.
I do think right will win. I think right will win though. I didn't finish my sentence.
Okay, so you think right will win. Okay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
okay.
I do.
You were right.
I was right.
You were right. You were right. Left. Easy left. 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 Okay, I don't know if this is an age thing. Like, when I was younger, this kind of thing appealed to me. But now that I'm older, that looks like a recipe for just the worst day. Like, that is... I'm going to be feeling this breakfast the whole last day. Like, I'm just going to be fucked. Like, what's the Tom Hardy song? No one remembers how they felt after they had the big breakfast. Like, fucking big breakfast can fuck off, man. Like, it's too heavy. It is left, though.
I love that it's just out of focus.
Yeah.
It's just out of focus.
Oh, new Scrandals just dropped?
The
slider box versus the inside of a pumpkin. What? There's no way you're getting all of that for £4, right?
I love Spetzel.
What's the portion on the right?
I think you serve yourself. There's a little scoop there. I think you just dump it onto a plate. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm going.
I think
left.
it's left here.
I'm going
Yeah,
left.
I think it's.
Some of this looks a little overcooked, but yeah, left.
Left here is just so more fried food than I'd have in the last year combined. It's not fair.
I mean, this is my week so far, but
it's not fair.
Left. Yeah.
Overcooked.
left.
Those mozzarella sticks were cooked for a while. It looks
Oh
like.
wow, that is a lot of gift subs.
Ooh.
Quick thank you right
Oh
now, Snipe
shit.
Hunter 007, and
Oh fuck.
we'll loop back around to it. Thank you so much. Oh, right looks so good.
Right looks really good. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh, oh, that left is frost burned.
Uh,
Oh,
it looks like it still has some of the paper on it from when you have to like separate it from the freezer. Like,
oh my god.
I I I I guess right.
Do we have to go onion bread here?
Yeah, like
That is the best onion bread we've ever seen. Jelly is right. The radish adds something. But
like
I cannot, in good conscience, click that left image. I feel like.
this feels like what we used to have get served at school lunch in the UK.
Oh god.
Yeah, right, right. 40?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Left?
Ooh. The
Left.
hash browns look really good. Yeah.
Yeah, left. Left. Ham and cheese toasty. Okay. British people love their fucking toasties. So like this might get some points. I think left is better though. Left has got presentation buff. It's cheaper. It's a decent portion. It's got to be left.
I say left. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay.
That's about what I would expect. Yeah.
Okay. Sri Lankan food platter free for fans. Versus Yang Neon chicken. It's anyone's scran. It's anyone's scran.
This is anyone's scram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
This is
Asian
anyone's
Asian
scram.
barbecue with a pint buff versus like some food that is like
Free food.
6, but it's free. You know, like holy shit, it's anyone's scran.
It is anyone's scram.
750 versus free. I feel like it's left. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm torn on this one.
I feel like we've seen. Oh, that right is the triple whiskey highball. I remember this one. This one scores
Yeah.
like an 87 or something. Like this one's high. So is left the free food going to be?
Now, there is an interesting psychological phenomenon. I promise I'm not making it up. That when you try to give something away, people are suspicious of it and don't want to take it. So if you charge like $1 for something, people are much more likely to buy it than if you give it away for free.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that factors into Scrandal ratings.
Yeah, but it is that it's like free with the ticket, or
Yeah, that's true.
it's how it's
That's
presented. You know, like it's just free for fans. What if there's like a big billboard celebrating the fandom? Like, hey, are you a fan? Come over here, and you know like you get to I'm going left. I'm going left.
Okay.
I'm going left.
All right. Okay. There you go. Oh,
Oh my
1.3%.
God, that was so
That's
close.
crazy. Or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, French hot dog. Okay, that needs to be censored versus duck heart. You okay? You alright?
Yeah.
Do the chips come with the duck heart?
Good question. Good question.
Oh,
That says that's me when Feathering steps on me.
fucking hell. Joe, come on.
Why
What
would
do
you
you,
read
what do
that
you
one?
mean?
Why not?
What do you mean? This is anyone's scran. I have no idea. To me, I would eat the hot dog. I don't want to eat duck heart. I don't like eating organs, but that's a privileged fucking Western person fucking take. Okay, like I don't know if most people with scandal like yum heart. The thought of eating a heart like is like ugh.
It's personally how I stay looking so young.
I'm going hot dog. I'm going hot dog. I'm going hot dog. I'm going hot dog.
Go hot
I'm
dog.
going hot
Go
dog.
hot dog. He's going hot dog.
I'm going hot dog.
He's going hot dog.
No, 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 no. It was the heart. It was the heart. Joe, you fool. Throwing for the 8 out of 10. Fuck.
Well, Caps listened to Mouse. I actually think if he listened to me, he would have done worse this time, so it's fine. It's fine. It's alright. It's all good.
God damn it. God damn it. Captain Scranit.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I've got a decent amount of sleep.
That's
I hope
good.
this ends well. I'd like to like the ending.
Hmm.
Something that like I theorize seemed to be happening yesterday, but then they pulled away from it, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes.
Fan art? No fan art today, right? We're gonna wait and see if people do more Umi fan art after this, and then do it all in one.
Why haven't people not been complaining that you've been echoing?
Huh?
There's been double audio capture this whole entire stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're just happy to hear me twice, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I'm surprised Baldur didn't notice. Maybe the other source was turned down far enough that people couldn't hear it. Okay.
It's because they love Echo, the psychological horror furry visual novel.
She sounds normal. I turned it off now, but like before, yeah. I guess it was turned down low enough that it wasn't showing.
Maybe all of the people who complain about my voice on your stream have already dropped Umineko's streams, so they don't come here anymore.
Do you know a lot of those complaints, and not just complaints about you, but just co-op streams in general, have like really fallen to the wayside now. I feel like people got used to it, yeah, or they just gone and have never come back.
Yeah, I think people either got used to it or they dropped. Yeah.
Yeah. It's strange to me that like that we had so many people that not like a large amount of people, but a significant amount of people that apparently like the only streamer they watched was me, and they were so used to just me being by myself that they found it alienating when other voices ended up on the show. You know, not that that's a bad reaction or anything like that. Like it's fine, it's fair. It's just I'm surprised that there were enough of them that there was like tangible feedback about it.
Yeah, it kind of kicked up a fuss. Yeah, there was like on the last VOD there was like one comment that was like, I guess there's no chance Joe's gonna read the finale by himself, huh? And I was like, no, we said that, sorry. My bad.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Okay, can we hear it? Good, it's good. I wish Jelly was on here too. Some people are surprised Jelly's on here. It would be fitting to have Jelly on here, and Jelly like, this is gonna sound weird, let me finish. In normal circumstances, Jelly would be very welcome. I would be very happy to have Jelly here, but this is like, without getting too much into the topic, this is kind of a special thing for me with Mouse. So that's the reason why. It's got nothing to do with Jelly. It has everything to do with like this being like something with Mouse. Okay, for me, I haven't spoken to Mouse about this. This is on my end. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you feel the same way, but like it's not like we we had to discuss it. Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, let me scroll down and say thank you to some people, and then we will start. We have voice assignment set. But yeah, it feels like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's like, it's when something is this big of a deal. It kind of like breaks how you view it. But like, this is a wild thing for me to say. It feels like we're at the ending too soon. It feels like it came.
6 months wasn't enough for you.
It feels like it came out a little bit out of nowhere, a little bit. Like I don't know. Like I feel like there was more. Maybe it's just because it became part of routine. It's kind of like imagine going to the gym and then one day you show up at the gym and being like, that's enough gym for you. You're done. You only have like 3 sessions left and that's it. You're done going to the gym. It's like, what do you mean I'm done going to the gym? This is a part of my life. Like this is what I do. Like it's like no. You've done all you can here. It's like, wait, what really? Like, yeah, I feel like even if you've been going to the gym for years at that point, you would feel like it's sudden and too soon. But there's always Umineko too. Oh my god, there's a lot of like subs and bits. Holy shit.
Yeah, there are.
People saying their farewells to Umineko. It seems like it.
You want me to help you read them?
Sure. Maybe we should go back into the title though and get some different music on for this. What music do you want? Do you want to start with Dead Angle and go into Golden Slaughter? Or you want to hit some of the greatest hits?
I would love Golden Slaughter. Yeah, I would love to go Golden Slaughter. Let me do it too. Birth of a New Witch, also good.
Golden Slaughter. Thank you, Kaylee Gal, for the bits. I want to say thanks for this amazing stream series. I'm glad you played it despite the preconceived notions you had before. I couldn't have imagined all the fan art from all the talented artists in the community for this series I dearly love. If it wasn't for these streams, I feel like I wouldn't have become as close to the community as I have, and I am glad to be a part of it, and I hope to stay for all future streams too. Thank you again for these amazing Kingdom Hearts streams, Mouse.
Wow.
This message brought to you by someone who's watched the Sekimea. Thank you very much, Kaylee Gal. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it, Killigal. Thank you for your contributions as well. Thank you. Thank you, Big Man Rep for the resub too. Hey Joe, it's me again, president of the Umineko Undercourt. Since you're on the final Umineko stream, I figured I'd just say thanks for giving Umineko a chance, because I sure as hell wouldn't have wanted to try reading this VN without it. I've met some pretty cool people that I really enjoy talking to because of it, and Umineko has ended up meaning quite a bit to me, so thanks for that. And just to get to the final one for the road, Epic is still and always will be unbelievably owned. Yeah, I really wasn't expecting to enjoy this as much as I did, and I felt very, very owned as well, like Epic, when we got to that parlor scene way back in the day now, and be like, oh my god, there is actually something to this. Yeah, I feel like something similar might happen with Le Expedition as well, but we'll see. Thank you, Big Man, right? Thank you, Quixotics, for the bits. Hey Joe, making this bit message because I'm unfortunately going to miss the last Umi day for work and hosting a party. Oh, enjoy your party. So in lieu of my presence, I'm just going to put all my emotes here beforehand. VOD watchers, use your imagination to figure out where they go. Joms, Peak, +2, -2, -2 in the rain. Jam, No We Scrant, React Nanjo, Joe S, and a bunch of smiles. This whole playthrough is a gift of is a gift of miracle courtesy of Lady Burn Castle. Ooh. This too is a forgery. Oh, what a song. Thank you, Boko's Binted, for the resub. Would have wanted to be here live on finale day, but I still have 8 more VODs to go, and starting Umineko VOD is surprisingly hard to do. Is it really? Is it like you have to pay? I wonder if it's one of those that you can't really do, like play a game on the side. It demands your attention a little bit more.
It needs a little bit of attention.
Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed the finale, Mr. Joe. And do you have a favorite quote, perchance? Favorite quote from the VN right now? Huh. Off the top of my head, no. I do like the with love and everything that Okanogi said. We talked about that yesterday. I don't, I'm so much battler that some of the stuff I ripped on just came up in my head. Like it's just like when I went off this. That's not how we do things here. Shut the fuck up. It's not my burden. I refuse to explain. Like that was me. Like I said that. Small Bombs is really good. Yeah. You really like Rose's lukewarm hell line into ooh. What about you, Mouse? Do you have a favorite line?
I'm tearing up from reading bits and subs. Like it's never been so over for me. So, we will get to my favorite line today.
Really? Oh, okay. What a good answer. Amazing answer. Maybe we'll get to my favorite line today too. Huh.
Maybe.
Thank you to Oot Trash for the resub. Can't believe Umineko is finally over. It's been quite a ride since Leap Day stream, and the craziest part, it was actually really good. The battler groping scene seems so far away that it does feel like he grew out of it. Also, can't believe that Kuro was right and the Shannon not reacting made sense 200 hours later. Truly, the Charles Dickens of visual novels. Oh my god, it is. However, low that bar may be. What do you mean? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Steins Gate could never. Steins Gate could never.
Steins Gate could never, that's true.
Yeah. Thank you, Charlie Explorer, for the resub. End of an era. It is an end of an era. Yep. Until the next VN that we start up, like, months from now or something, I'm not sure. And then that'll be the new era begins. But yeah, I think Umineko will persist as the special one, yeah. Thank you, Bad Luck This Disease, for 2,000 bits. Fun fact, if you had gone with the original plan, it would have taken 164 years to complete Umineko, with the finale streamed in the year 2188 by a spry 203-year-old Joe. Wow, that's like one stream every 4 years? I would have to do longer streams, yeah. I remember during that Loot Day stream when I said something like I only have 8 streams to do this or whatever because before I die, and a bunch of people in chat like filled with like manga-esque question marks, not understanding what I was talking about. I'm like, yeah, because don't have that many Loot Days left. Yeah, I don't want my streaming to get old. You're getting old at the same rate, chatter. Sorry. Thank you, Jack Innit, for the resub. Thank you. You've been here for a few of these. Thank you, Mezzolunatic, for this too. Can't believe we have made it this far. Thank you for this half-year-long journey, though I must say I'm surprised that the best visual novel is almost over and it still hasn't introduced its main character, Emiya Shuro? Is this from one of the other famous ones?
No.
That we can't read?
That's Fate? Okay.
It's a Fate? Okay. It's a Fate. Okay. It's Fate. Thank you, Sinclair, for the resub. The end has finally come. Haven't been this excited for a stream ending since the final V3 trial. Group crying session in Jazz after it's all over. Caution, wet floor since Mouse already cried a bunch for us. Aww.
Yeah, so I cried twice while scrolling through the end and doing voice assignments today, and then I went downstairs to get a glass of water, and I was walking up the stairs and thought about Umineko and also started crying. It's not good. It's not good.
You're definitely not alone from the reaction, from what I'm reading in chat, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character? For me, it's Battler. I really like Battler. I like Battler's dynamic, yeah. Battler a lot. Although, with enough screen time, some of the other ones might do better. Number 2 is probably Beatrice. I like Beatrice a lot. I'd go Battler Beatrice.
Do you want me to read some subs, give you a break?
Sure, go for it.
Can I request Happiness of Marionette?
Yes.
For myself?
Happiness of Marionette.
Alright. Is Scrimbum the next one?
Yes.
Happiness of Marionette. Happy Umineko Day. Thank you, Scrimbum, for resubbing. Happy last ever Umineko Day. Sadly, I didn't catch the stream yesterday, so I couldn't count some of the last Sumaris. Oh, you're the Sumari counter. But after watching the VOD, I can inform you there had only been 5. This brings episode 8 up to 59 Sumaris. Probably an episode with the least in other words said. Can't wait to count the last Sumaris ever today. Surely there'll be some.
The last Sumaris.
Thank you, JoJolt14 for subscribing with Prime. Thank you, Bloopsies, for resubbing. Hey Joe, yesterday during fan art, you mentioned how books can give you life-altering experiences, and it got me thinking about my favorite movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's really good. Have you heard of it? It came out in early 2022, and since then I find myself consulting the movie when I'm faced with tough social situations, and it helps me to remember to choose kindness. So I rewatched the movie and it made me cry like a baby again. Thank you, Joe. Have a good stream. Have you seen the movie?
I have not seen the movie, but I have heard that it is that kind of experience for a lot of people. So I would like to see it. Apparently the music is a little bit loud. Oh, I can't turn it down here. I'll turn it down OBS. Okay. Sorry, 1 second.
Okay. That's okay.
It is a game. It's very hard. I would like to see that movie very much. Next time I get a chance to see it, I will take it. Yes,
let me know when you're good.
There we go. And let me turn it down a little bit on OBS.
No search function is evil for this. I agree.
Go for it.
Thank you, Hugs and Misses, for resubbing. It ends with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard they cry. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Herbertu Westu, for resubbing. Hey, Joe, can you give me a quick recap of Umineko? In all seriousness, this has been a wild ride, and I dread imagining the fragment where the parlor scene took a single extra hour to reach. True.
So true.
If he had delayed just a little bit more there, you would be up a creek without a paddle.
Yep.
Thank you, Mingaleg, for resubbing. These Umi streams were an island of stability for me this year. Really bittersweet to witness them go, but very excited for the ending. Thank you so much, Joe, Mouse, and Jelly, with all my love. It's nice that me and Jelly are getting shout-outs here. That's very sweet of people.
Mm-hmm. You're very welcome, Mingaleg.
Thank you, Yeetsy1, for resubbing. I'm gonna miss Umineko, but it's been a very fun ride. My personal favorite scene so far was when Erika was telling Natsuhi after her husband was brutally killed, she's the culprit, and there's no evidence of her love toward him. Putting yourself in that moment and being told there was never any evidence you loved someone who died is so heartbreaking, and I think the scene captures that perfectly. That's true, yeah. Thank you, Desperate,
in relation
for
to how
resubbing.
she was like viewing her boyfriend there. When any parallels
yeah, it's the boyfriend lore drop is really interesting to recontextualize everything, right? Like, even Erika, you have to not neglect the heart, right? Yeah. Thank you, Desperate, for resubbing. Can't watch today, but thank you so much, Joe and Mouse, for taking us on this Umineko journey. These have been some awesome streams. Thank you. Thank you, Nestaberry, for resubbing once and for the last time. Yes, we scran. Wow.
Yes, we scran.
Yes, we scran.
Scrandal's not going away. It's just not going to be Umineko.
It's just not Umineko scran anymore. Thank you, Zirkat, for resubbing with Umi Pico finale. And thank you, Nozo2727, for cheering 300 bits to say, well, here we are, end of a journey. I never could have expected you would actually commit to finishing Umineko entirely, but I've really enjoyed the second ride through the story and gained an increased appreciation for the story. Let's strap in this one last time with you, me, and all the Nekos.
Here they are. Here they are. Thank you, Nozo. I'm surprised we got to the end.
You want to do some? Yeah.
Sorry, just taking a sip of my coffee. Thank you, Vaultboy127, for the resub too. Hey, Simon, heard you didn't really put any effort into reading Umineko or have any critical thoughts about this VN. Could you please replay Persona 3 Reload? think you really interacted with that game much when you played. Also, Super Mario Odyssey and 12 minutes, I think you missed the themes in those games. Could you also read Steins Gate properly? Sure. In another fragment, you have to go swimming and finding it. There you go. Ask Burn Castell for a miracle. Thank you, Kanjo Bazooey, for the resub. Finally out of the VOD mines, caught up and out of the VOD mines for Umipiko's end. Incredible. Good timing. Wonder if someone was up late, like, catching up just to be here live today. Or maybe just finishing the last one quickly on times 4 speed or whatever. Thank you, Pass for the Bits. I'm glad you're here, Scran. Here at the end of all things. Frojo Baggins. Fucking hell. Thank you, Paus. Thank you, Phoebe CCH, for the resub. Hi, Joe. Hope you're all well. Thanks for the solid 6.5 out of 10 Umineko. Would have experienced it without you, as well as the wonderful Mouse and Jelly. These streams have lasted the almost exact time it took me to write my MA Classics thesis. Had to explain Persona 3 for it, and my lecturer was very confused. Catching this on a VOD tomorrow. Thanks, Naja. So, yes, we scran, and of course, it was/wasn't magic. Delete where appropriate. Ooh, thank you, Phoebe. Thank you, Jungle Rabba, for the resub with a bouncing Saku gasp. Still one of the biggest crash outs ever on stream. Thank you, Balato Frito, for the resub. Still can't believe we're actually here. A truly magical stream series. Oh, thank you for saying so. Yeah, it's been a really good time. Most of the time. Thank you, Lorena, for the resub. On and off VOD watcher since the Dangang Rampa era here. That's a long time ago now. Just wanted to thank you for these streams. Umi is the work that basically kicked off my writing career, and as much and I and the way people experience it has changed in the past 15 years, it's still affecting to see someone go through it for the first time. Hope you like the ending. Yeah, that is true. I wonder how different it is to see someone like because you know, as culture moves forward, so does the place of different stories, which is kind of weird how it's moving so fast now with all the stuff that comes out. But it's also probably very different to watch someone read through it for the first time when there's already so many people that have already finished it, and there's like a lot of like information like osmosis that's going on about it, and two, that it's done, like there's no big gaps between every single episode. It's probably a very, very different thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Pinsarada, for the resub. Pinsarada, I can't believe it's been so many moons since we started Umineko. I'm very grateful to have been a part of this community while experiencing this story again, and it's cool to resub right at the end with the dancing drums. Thank you very much, Pinsarada. Thank you, Reservation at Dorcia, got it, for the resub. You know that tweet that's like, embrace cringe if you need to? If imagining Naruto cheering you on helps you get out of bed and brush your teeth, then imagine Naruto? That's Umineko. A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Umineko does encourage, like, oddly, like, more sincerity of outlook compared to like how much irony there is. Yeah, even though it's a lot of it about like cope and to some way like false realities, it does encourage more sincerity and genuine perspective.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yuri Lover 337 for the resub too. Thank you, Joe, Mouse, Jelly, Naja, Walrus, Balder, Moa, Retinas, and everyone in Jads. Umineko legit affected my life like a muse, motivating me to draw even more. Thank you, everyone. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Yuri. Yuri Lover 337. What a name. I wonder what Richard's up to. Thank you, It's Sesh, for the resub. Dancing Joe and a dancing mouse. Those two look good together. Look at the dancing.
Yeah, those are very cute.
Yeah, they match well. Thank you, YSF, for the bits. Yes, we scrambled. Is this when it came in? Yeah, it was. Yeah, we caught up to the scramble. Yes, we scran. Thank you, Yuri Lover. Thank you, YSF. Thank you, Brook or Brooch, for the resub. Scranda Delta. Oh my god. If it was all candy, Scranda Delta, that would work. Thank you, Kaio ZTS, for the resub. I can't believe this is the end. I can't either, actually. Like, I'm expecting like a rug pull, and there's more Umineko that's been kept a secret the whole entire time. It's not true, right? It's not true? I followed some random jelly in my fraud. Oh, is it the wrong jelly? Thank you to Caramel for the resub. Too bad there is no Scrandle as a minigame in Umineko episode 8. Maybe in Tumineko. I wonder if there will be more Umineko media. I'm curious now. Maybe Cope.
There's still the stage play. It's ongoing.
That's true. First episode was interesting.
You can watch the rest of the stage play now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Thank you, Caramel.
Oh, yeah.
And we've looped back around to thank you, Snipe Hunter 007, for gifting out 50 gift subs in the middle of Scrandle. Thank you so much, Snipe Hunter 007. That's crazy. Holy shit. Loves Umineko. Hates Steins Gate. Loves Umineko. Thank you so much, Snipe Hunter 007. Would you like to read some?
Sure.
Oh, the one I switched on you.
Whoops. if you want to swap music for them, you could hit them with a Black Liliana. It's just a little bit above Happiness and Marionette. A banger. Thank you, the Endless Bitch, for resubbing. Thanks Joe Mouse and company for reading Umineko. Never thought I'd be so invested in a VN, but Umi might have ended up being one of the best/worst things I've ever read. I don't read much. Higurashi next for sure. Oh wow. Thank you Talks for resubbing. With Umineko has taught me that incest isn't wrong as long as you don't know it's incest. So in other words, Sumari, having a crush on my cousin when I was 14 was simply an Umineko reference.
Wow.
That's on record forever. Cool. Thank you, Happy Kirby, for resubbing. Hi, Joe. Happy to resub on this most important of days. I'll miss all my favorite characters. It's so hard to say goodbye to characters at the end of something, isn't it?
It is, yes. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for They do stay with you. Like, I was talking to someone actually because I don't really read fan fiction or anything because I really like I respect the story, like the way a story is laid out and how the writer structures it and where the writer goes with the characters. Like I don't like hold on to the characters so tightly that I want to see them in more stuff, but I think that makes it kind of bittersweet because then I don't get more of them even if I want it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh no, Umineko made me understand fanfiction. Oh no. Oh no.
Thank you, Commander Kermit 798, for resubbing. What is your ranking of Kinzo's kids from most to least understandable/redeemable?
Fuck. I don't know. Like probably. Oh my god. This is too complicated. This is probably like a. Let me think. Talk about this after we're all done again.
I'll answer. You want me to answer?
Sure, go for it.
I would say Natsuhi Kraus from most to least. I would say Natsuhi's not his kid, so what am I doing? I can't even answer this question. Sorry. I would say Ava Kraus, and then Rudolph and Rosa are tied for the bottom. So it's just Ava the most, then Kraus, and then Rudolph and
Ava is the worst at the beginning, but in the grand scheme of things, she does the least wrong out of all four of them.
Ava does the least wrong, and we have the whole episode 3 thing about how Kraus was just, and Kinzo were like misogynist dipshits to her when she was a kid, which I really feel like shouldn't be held against her.
Yeah.
She's literally just mean, yeah.
Kraus is just stupid. Like Kraus seems like he's not that bad actually. I can't remember how Kraus treated Jessica. Kraus seems like he's just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's irredeemable to me.
All right. Let's continue.
All right. Sir Kekik used 100 bits to say, in only a few hours, the great wall dividing Umiful from the peasants shall fall, and all shall finally be equal. Historians shall write of this. To be clear, Umiful is still going to be opt-in after the streams. You still have to take the role. They're not getting unleashed onto stream chat because there's like VOD watchers in there, and also because their behavior has confined them for a reason. So you have to opt into Umiful. Okay. Thank you, Strabpones, for cheering 100 bits to say, these Umineko streams have truly been cream. It doesn't seem easy to keep a long-running series like this consistently entertaining, but I really think you've done so, even during the slowest parts of Umineko, and that's saying a lot. Big thank you to Mouse for all the planning out voices and chapters, and thank you, Joe, for adding to the immersion by literally being Battler.
Oh, you're very welcome. I did my best to have mini crash outs, and we're gonna drop it along the way. It was all planned. It was all planned. Yeah.
It was all a plan. Oh, thank you, Sound of Rain, for subbing with, did you honestly think I would miss this stream? This one? You absolute buffoon, as if. I can't let down my fans like that. Were I to miss the final Umineko stream, doubtless the resulting deluge of tears from the millions of despairing chatters would flood this earth and bring about the tyrannical age of the Sea Kingdom 1,000 years early. I know this for fact because Umineko taught me that if I believe something earnestly enough, it's basically true.
Thank you, Okarin. Thank you.
Thank you, Ari Lynn, for cheering 100 bits to say thanks, Joe, Mouse, Jelly, Ryukishi, and everyone who's been a part of making these wonderful Umineko streams happen. I'm sure I'm not the only one whose life has been genuinely enriched by the experience of reading Umineko, and it may have never happened if not for you introducing it to me this way. It's meant a lot to me over these past few months. The power of love is a deeply powerful force indeed. Cheers. Some hearts.
Thank you, Ari Lynn.
Thank you, Ari Lynn.
Ryukishi is running late, so it's good that we have all these things to read out.
Yeah. He got caught in traffic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tipsy Phoenix, for gifting 5 community gift subs in the rush to keep us reading. Thank you, Amadilk, for resubbing. If a game company asked you to write a script for their game, would you do it or no?
Depends on like what it would be. Probably yes for the experience, but there's a chance depending on how it was done, I would say no to that. Yeah, I wouldn't have to have like full creative control or anything like that. It would be good to just have that experience under my belt, but there is a version of that where I would say no if it was just doing the audio logs or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, depend.
We are now at the top of where the resubs were when we started reading them, which was apparently 24 minutes ago. So,
wow, there are a lot. Wow.
Thank you, Ocelot Shot first for resubbing with Monocoin redeem idea. Joe has to answer one of his DMs while chat waits.
Such shit. No. Oh, I think I'd rather have emotional support sigh. No.
You want to take over for a bit?
Sure. Thank you, Peculiar Top Hat, for the resub. Thank you for all these wonderful times. Been lurking and watching various VODs, but really started lurking the live streams with Umi. Can't wait to watch the Seki VODs. And yes, we scran. The Seki VODs might be fun to go through at times 2 speed. Yeah. I wonder if someone's gonna make a highlight of those. Yes, we scran. Thank you, Peculiar Top Hat. Should I change the music? What should we go to? Dead Angle? We haven't done that one yet.
Yeah, you love Dead Angle.
I love Dead Angle so much.
Loves Dead Angle.
Oh, man. Is Petan on here?
I don't know.
Petan. Thank you, BeaPick3 for the resub. Hey Joe, can't believe you're so close to the end. Joining Jads after finding your streams got me to meet so many wonderful people, and I can now also say I got like 20 people to fully watch the Umineko anime on a Discord server I kind of helped build. Crazy stuff. I also got a dozen of people to watch half of an obscure kids anime I love, Lamayo. Anyway, just wanted to say thank you so much for these streams, and to always remember, Epic is owned. Thank you, BeaPick.
Yep.
Well done on indoctrinating some people into some things that you like. Thank you, Sir Kekek, for another 100 bits. One more sub message to say Rurere is best track. Rurere? Where's that? Maybe we can play that one next. We'll see. Thank you, Damek, for the bits. The Sekimea streams were better, to be honest. Wow. Thank you, Moa, for the gift subs. 5 gift subs for Moa. Thank you very much, Moa. So, I cannot see your name without thinking you're done with 100 line. Actually got through it all. That is a permanent like branding in my head at this point. Thank you, Con5654, for the resub. I came back for the finale. Haven't seen the last 3 episodes, but hope you've enjoyed. Yes, very much. Episode 8 has been I don't really care for some of the magic stuff because it's gone on for too long, but everything else has been really good in episode 8 so far. I like it quite a bit more. Thank you, Kiru's Big Naturals, for gifting a sub to Kinzo's 10-ton Naturals. Wow. Thank you, Joe's Retinas, for the bits. My retinas. The Ushirinia family crest is probably supposed to be an eagle, but I guess it could also be a hawk too, huh? Oh, fucking hell.
-2. -2.
-2. I think it's an equals CAC. I respect the equal. It's an equals CAC. It's an equals CAC. Thank you, Henry Wyatt, for the gift subs as well. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Henry Wyatt. Thank you, Lego piece number 3037, Mama number 5. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for reading Umineko. I had a great time watching your streams and wish you and Mouse the best. Also, I can't wait for your Fate Stay Night stream this Monday. What do you think, everyone? No, that's a good line from this, isn't it? What do you think, everyone? God damn it. It's a fucking stem. Thank you again, Henry Wyatt. Thank you, Lego piece. Thank you, Equal Equations, for gifting us a sub to Greg Chun VA. Speaking of Greg, we definitely need to raid Greg soon, and also like when we do whatchamacallit, what was called? I want to say AI3, but it's not. No Sleep for Kaname Date. Yeah, we need to get to that. I'm excited for that. I want to see that. It'd probably be a good time, I think. Thank you, Kozan K, for the resub. I am like 2 episodes behind on streams, except a bit of skimming for hype moments and aura on Naja VODs, but I'm so excited for this final stream. It's been a journey, man. I wonder if anyone here has read the VN, but is behind on VODs, but is still here for like the finale. They're like, it's okay. I know.
Probably a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of people.
Thank you, Mario the Mayo, for the bits. Never thought you would have been weeb enough to read a visual novel, so never thought a full Umineko read would happen. But here we are, a year and a leap day later. Hope you leave this feeling fulfilled, no matter how you feel about the end. Thank you, Mayo. You're one of the rare ones here. I don't know. Maybe it's not so rare. I'm not sure. But you are one of the like the people that was a part of the community that had already read Umineko before we started, right? So I don't know what that, like, because Umineko is an important thing for a lot of people, so I can't imagine what that must have been like for some of you, with being like, you know, Umineko, Joe might like that, and then like, yeah, that's must have been a cool experience.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
There are dozens of you, dozens. Isn't that just Umiful? No, some people in Umiful are here after we started reading it. Right?
A lot of people in Umiful joined because of Joe reading Umineko. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that it's kind of like a sequestered channel, is because they aren't like fully integrated into the jazz community. sort of like a nature preserve.
Yeah. They're kind of like the Genshin Impact group.
Some of them are.
Ooh.
Yeah. Can I take over for a bit?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I have, from my music, Deep Blue Jeer?
Deep Blue Jeer. Okay, I will try my best to find it.
It's a little more than halfway down. Thank you, That Hazzy, for resubbing with Prime. Hi, Joe. Did you know I'm not really sure what social workers actually do, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask? Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting a 1-month sub to Ilya Pa. And thank you, Huli Gordo, for cheering 100 bits to say thank you once again for introducing me to Umineko. Walrus is late today, and I've been tasked with clipping the stream for Umi News. Oh shit, Huli. If anyone in chat gets some good ones, feel free to DM them at me on Discord before end of stream, at Gordo Furrow. So that's GRODOTFORROT. So look up Huli if you do some of those.
Is it the final Umi News today? There's gonna be Umi News?
I think so. Yeah. Thank you, Contiash, for resubbing. I was going to write a long crash out message because I just saw the E33 VOD and heard you talking about not drinking soda with cake, but I'm going to respect the Catbox Day and just thank you for the Umineko streams. Little did you know, on that fateful leap day, there were small literature bombs inside. I don't think you should drink soda with cake.
Yeah,
I don't think you should drink soda with cake. Okay, all right.
Top tier chatter here. Top tier fan of Expedition 33.
Yeah. If Walrus can get on the train, it'll be the final Umi News. Best of luck, Walrus. Thank you, Mouse Flop, for resubbing. Flop. Can't believe it's almost over. What a wild ride it has been. Thank you, Mouse, Jelly, and Joe for this amazing experience. I never would have been bothered with Umineko otherwise. Can I get a celebratory bark? A little woof, maybe? Maybe even a woo?
Woof!
Okay.
I'll bark for money.
Backy. Thank you, Yakibaki, for cheering 1,000 bits. I'm moving on. Thanks for reading me a book, streamer. It was enjoyable. Hope to have one final Umi vid edit done, though I'm terrible with promises. Oh, Yakibaki's videos are very funny. Very funny. I hope we get another one.
Thank you, Yakibaki.
Not into it yet. Thank you, Lame Name Shame Game Fame, for cheering 1,600 bits. I haven't been on Twitch for quite a while, and I don't want to leave these bits here. I've never actually managed to hear it read when I've given bits in the past, but meh. Anyways, I love hating authors and how they try to force their perspective on you. Wow.
Did you hear? Were you here for these ones to read out then? Hopefully this is the time. Wow.
Hopefully, but that was 24 minutes ago, so I don't know.
Oh my god, that's a lot of bits. What the fuck?
Yeah. Our Dino has cheered 10,000 bits to say, hey, Bat Toller, or should I say, Toya. The #1 battler lover here. I was up until 3 a.m. last night catching up to the last VOD so I could be here for the finale. Thank you for the amazing streams. I never would have experienced the story without them. It's been such an awesome journey, and it's been so worth it. As others have said, it truly is the end of an era. Huffing so much copium right now. Thanks, Mouse Jelly, and definitely thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Dino. Holy shit, thank you so much. Toya is very funny.
Toya is very, yeah, they were spamming it in chat yesterday. Thank you, MD789, for resubbing. Thank you, Joe, Mouse, and Jelly, for this amazing journey. Also, more than anything else, yes, we scran.
Yes, we scran. Yes, we scran.
Thank you, it's Jesus, for also cheering 100 bits. So when the Umineko stream started, I got diagnosed with epilepsy. Real. Spent the days between hospital checkups just absorbing how owned Epic could get. Poor Epic. Poor Epic. Thank you, Verdox5, for resubbing. Hey, I haven't watched any of the Umineko streams. I don't know what the hype is about, but I'm here now, so I guess we'll see how it ends. Oh, Verdox, you should go back and watch him.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Must be a bit. Must
Think-
be.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Thank you, Aura Dude, for resubbing. I can't stick around to watch stream today, but I hope you enjoy. As a diabetic, I wanted to answer from yesterday. Continuous glucose monitors are mostly adhesive patches with very small needles to draw blood and check their sugar
Oh
concentration.
yeah, of course. You can just have adhesive on the skin.
Yeah, you
Fuck,
can
I'm
have a patch.
stupid. Yeah,
They hurt
of
a
course.
little, but it's more like a little poke. Hope you enjoy closing the cat box. This story and the stream really changed how I read stories in a way I enjoy. Thank you both. Thank you, Aura Dude.
Thank you. Yeah, of course that makes sense. Yeah, can you use some types of glue as for cuts as well? Isn't that what some of the original glue was even made for? Like you can adhesive can be for wound treatment, can't it?
Probably. I was just thinking about how I do these under eye patches that have micro needling that make your under eye bags go away, and they're like $10 a piece, but they're really good.
I should try
But
those.
it's needles in your face. Thank you, the jellyfish, for cheering 100 bits. Joms. I just want to share with you my own journey of the Umineko streams. I read Umineko a few months before you did, and while I enjoyed it, I have enjoyed the time in your stream just as much as reading it myself. Since you started reading it, my life has transformed, and like Mouse before me, I'm trying to come up with reasons to make my new partner read it as well. Do they stream? Thank you for the memes, and I hope to catch more of your streams going forward.
Thank you, jellyfish.
You want to take over?
Sure.
Last sprint.
Thank you, Jaco9307 for the resub. Some anniversary on Umineko Day. It was meant to be. Thank you so much, Joe and Mouse. This has been my favorite part of this year, and it's weird to finally be at the end. It is, yes. But don't worry, though. We will be like endlessly referencing Umineko for the rest of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Musical, for the resub. Starting reading Umineko alongside stream right when I got into graduate school. Now finishing hours for being the first semester. Thanks for introducing me to this journey. Here's to the next one. Thank you, Musical. Thank you. Wish you all the best with that. Oh, this music's good too. Thank you, Double Jumper, for the bits. Much like this community has positively affected so many people in general, these streams were a domino in a chain that really turned my year around. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mouse. Thank you, Jelly, with a mouse
You're welcome, Double Jumper.
emo heart. Domino's Pizza. Thank you, Earth Beef, for the resub. PSA via Joe. If anyone misses Burn Castell insulting you, closest you can get is probably Mizuzu from Orishura. Although the anime is mid, so please don't redeem a marble for it. Interesting. Okay. All right. If you want that Burn Castle insulting experience. Thank you, Jake Cowley27.
Jesus.
For the bits. Hey, Mouse and Joe. First time I've caught up on the Umi streams. This is a good one to do. So glad to be here for the finale. This VN has become so important to me, so thank you guys for streaming and introducing me to it. Yeah. This has been maybe the only time that we've experienced something that has a shit ton of like hype behind it, and it's like this is the kind of thing that people like it becomes part of their personality, and I get it. Like I understand, I really appreciate Undertale, and I really appreciate like Outer Wilds, stuff like that, and Disco Elysium. But like I feel like there aren't as maybe some perspective stuff from Outer Wilds. I don't know, but like this one I get it. There's a lot here that you can learn from. I guess it just feels more like literature to me. Maybe that's what it is. It's just closer to books.
I do think Umineko replaces like 3 to 10% of your brain cells with Umineko, depending on how closely you engage with it.
Yeah. Thank you, Combustible Lemons, for the sub. Hey, To, glad you're finally gonna get to see the ending of Umineko, but at the same time, it's sad because it means Mouse shut down the channel in the Undercourt for the fighting game, and I love the fighting game. Good luck with the stream.
You can still talk about it. Just go in the games channel and use spoiler tags for Umi full stuff. It's not that hard. Like they told me to shut it down. It wasn't even my idea. It wasn't even my idea. Come on.
You golden slaughtered the channel? Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Thank you, Shabamo, for the resub. It's all your fault. I'm obsessed with Umineko, so thanks, To. You're welcome. I've literally only known the ending for years, and because of the streams, I finally know what's going on, sorta. I've been around since the Beginner's Guide video came out, and this VN experience has been one of my favorite rides. I've loved meeting Mouse and Jelly too. Here's to Umipiko. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for the kind message, Shabamo. Glad you enjoyed the Beginner's Guide stream. That was a good one too. I really like that. That was a short and sweet one. Better than the Stanley Parable. I'm not sure it's a hot take. Beginner's Guide was better than Stanley Parable to me. It spoke to me a lot more. Also close to literature, come to think of it, actually. Just doesn't last as long. Recommend that a lot. Thank you, Batican1, for the resub. Thank you for these streams. They meant a lot to me, and thank you, Umiful, for enhancing the experience. The rare positive Umiful message. I still haven't decided if I'm going in there or not. Do I want to open that cat box?
Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
Thank you, I Can Spell, for the resub. Thank you for bringing us on this wild ride, Joe. I can't believe it's almost over. Genuinely, I think Umineko, Who Gives a Fucko, might be one of the best pieces of literature, if not the best I've ever experienced. Sumari, even when vehemently disagreeing with some takes, you, Mouse, and Jelly made this a memorable experience all round. Ready for tears and hope it'll be an amazing finale. Yes, we scran. Thank you very much,
Yes,
I Can
we
Spell.
scran.
I'm glad that we can all celebrate this together, and it didn't become a bad experience after some of the rocky stuff early in the Answers arc. I'm glad we got through it. I'm not surprised though, but I'm glad we got through it. Thank you, Finnick, for the bits. Did Erica and Delanar end up growing on you? Delanar especially. Erica didn't grow on me as a person. It's weird. I kind of really am in line with Delanar now, where like, because Delanar comes over and says like Erica also pisses me off, and I'm like, yeah, she does piss me off. But then but I was confused because Delanar still seemed to kind of like Erica at the same time, and I'm like, what's this about? And as time has gone on, I'm like, okay, I understand what Erica is here for. I get it now, and I've had to let some stuff go from Questions arc. So I really appreciate Erica, and I like her a lot as a character, but I hate her as a person. I think you're meant to. So I think that's probably the reaction you're supposed to have. Also, yeah, people are saying in chat too. I like Delanar a lot because of the meme that we did too with the that who checked the ceiling. It was good, yeah. Is Erica and Berg Castell and Kinzo, are they the only ones that I just outright hate? There's something cool about Kinzo though when his crimes have been pushed around, whereas Erica is never cool to me. And Burn Castle is never cool to me either. Like Erica, like just ran up a fucking Devil May Cry style a tower with a scythe in yesterday's stream, and I'm just like, okay, whatever the fuck, man. I don't know. Erica is never cool to me. How can you hate Kinzo? It was just a fun grandpa left Halloween. Yep, for sure. Thank you, Hey Ride, for the bits. Last time I was listening to Frank Sinatra's "Fly Me to the Moon," and when In Other Words came up. I almost sang Sumari. Umineko truly became a big crime. In other words, Sumari. In other words, oh no.
Sumari.
Oh no. Thank you, the Draconis, for the bits. Big thanks to Joe for giving this VN a chance, and thereby getting me to give it a chance. And thank you, Mouse and Jelly, and especially Greg, for making the streams so awesome. Engaging in discourse with stream chat really taught me about my passion for literature, and I can't imagine at this point having never read it. I'm right there with all those crying. Wow. Thank you, Draconis.
Last night, Krakonis was like, I'm just going to finish episode 8. Mouse keeps saying she's crying. I want to see what it's all about. And then I woke up and found him being like, oh, I'm crying. So, yep, I'm telling you, man.
I wonder if I'm going to cry. I don't usually cry. I'm not a big crier. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Thank you, Amy, for Prez, for the message. Yes, for the bits. Yes, we scran. Yes, we scran. Mr. Noose for the bits. Thanks a lot for these streams. Joe, Mouse, and Jelly. The VN means a lot to me, and having you read it to me after work was lovely. Cried at the emotional scenes again. Haha. Well,
You're welcome.
Good luck getting through today, Mr. Noose. Thank you, IG Lavos, for also 50 fucking subs. Holy shit. Lavus? How do you say Lavos, Mouse?
I say Lavos.
Lavos, not Lavos. Lavos. It probably is Lavos. Lavos. Thank you,
I have no idea.
IG Lavos. 50 subs. Holy crap. So many subs. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Zira and Nanashi, for the resub. Generally one of the best experiences I've had following a series of something online. Not just a series, but a monument in this community. Everything from this date forward will be recorded as BU and AU in the year of our Joms before and after Umineko. In other words, Sumari. Thank you for the experience, Joe, Mouse, Jelly, and everyone else along the way. With love, it has been seen. I'm surprised that this is like the biggest thing that we've probably ever done, or the most important thing. Like
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, but it's also kind of hard to compare to stuff like the Half-Life 2 run and everything. It's a different sort of thing. Yeah.
I have a message for Lavos to go with the 50 gift subs that they sent in Discord.
Go for it.
They said, Joe, Mouse, and Jelly, thanks to all three of you for showing us and seeing with love. And also they said Lavos, how I say it.
Lavos. I'll try and remember that. Do we have a song request?
Oh, do we have a song request?
We're on Look Back right now from Jelly, but that was a while ago from Prison Strip.
Chat says Far or Prison Strip.
Prison Strip. It's right here. I see it.
Okay.
Oh, I like this one. I don't know the names of the songs. I really like this one.
You'll be able to just go listen to the.
Yeah, I know.
Soundtrack now.
Thank you to Sky Thicon Skytion for the bits. I remember getting recommended some Twitch channel that was reading Umineko, and I couldn't believe a streamer was going to actually read the whole thing. What a ride! Glad to be here. I wonder if anyone else will take it up sometime in the future and see if they can get through the whole thing. Thank you, Monk Tonight, for the resub. Can't believe we made it here, though I haven't been able to catch all of them. These streams have been a source of comfort during a very tumultuous time, starting a new career path and making some important life changes that were long overdue. Not to get too weirdly parasocial, but it's been really nice to see both of us in clearly much happier places than we were a year ago. Oh, fuck yes. All the love to Mouse and the rest of the community too for making this series one to remember with a live Nanja react. Thank you, Monk Tonight. Does that mean you're also a Monkton? That's scary. Monkton.
Got a couple of those hanging around now.
Mm-hmm. I think we're about we're close to the end. Do you want to read a couple and then I'll switch back for the final few?
Sure. When you get bored of the song, I would like to listen to "Thanks for Being Born." That's what I have on.
Thanks for being born. Okay, I will find that one.
Okay. So thank you, Donkey2012, for cheering 200 bits. Umineko was my first When They Cry visual novel. And since my first read-through, I've read both Higurashi and Kokonia. Your streams have been a very fun way to do my first reread of Umineko. Thank you for these streams. Even at your most frustrating and incorrect moments, your thoughts differing from mine so much have made me think about Umineko in ways I haven't before and have led me to a much more well-rounded enjoyment of the story. Sorry.
Very welcome.
The frustrating and incorrect moments, objectively. Oh, sorry. I'm just taking a brief sojourn because someone in chat said, "Hi Joe, I work in English to Japanese localization and I encounter Sumari several times a day. These streams have ruined my life. Thank you."
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Rogerson Raj, for resubbing. I only finished the last VOD 3 hours ago, so barely made it to live. You had an extra hour and a half or two at the beginning of this one.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Joe Mouse and Jelly, for such a magical stream series. I really am going to miss Scrand. Thank you, Gubba Bump. Oh, this one's for me. Thank you, Gubba Bumpo, for cheering 100 bits. Mouse. I don't know if you remember this, but like 2 years ago, I interviewed you for a sociology class paper about Discord. Oh shit, I do remember that. It turned out really good, so thanks. It's so surreal to see you guys finish this amazing series together. I'm glad your paper turned out well. I totally forgot about that until now.
Mouse lore.
Thank you. Mouse lore, yeah. Thank you, God PT, for cheering 1100 bits. Joe, what is the best book so I don't have to read the rest? Just like how Umineko is the best VN, so reading the others is pointless.
The best book is Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. That's where I got Joseph from. That is my favorite book. That is the best book. If you don't like it and you want something that's more traditional, The World According to Garp by John Irving. I would recommend that one. It's a bit long.
I think that Umineko isn't the best VN, but it's just long enough that it contains every truth in the world in it. So for my answer to this question, it's Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. Because it's so long, it has to have everything in there. Thank you, Snipe Hunter. Yeah, it's a big one. Thank you, Snipe Hunter 007, for cheering 100 bits to say no prob for the subs, Joe. Gotta admit, I'm more of a Sekimea fan, though.
Whoa. Whoa, the follow-up. Wow.
Thank
Follow
you,
from Ardino too, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Battler will never leave me. I'll keep him locked in my basement.
Millennial reference. Nice.
And thank you, Creo Sivok, for cheering 245 bits to say, in honor of the ending of Umineko streams, I shall donate once and for the last time. Thanks for introducing me to this amazing story.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you, Johnny ZB, for cheering 100 bits to say, everyone has already said everything. So once again, thanks to all of you, including Jelly and Greg, of course, for amazing times. There will be a lot to think about after the finale, but this VN truly is a magical experience. Here's hoping Ryukishi will continue writing Kokonia one day. I hope so. I hope so.
I hope so too.
I got lost. Where am I? Thank you, Melthemia, for resubbing. So glad to be here for the finale. Hope you enjoy. I hope so too. Thank you, WWE Abu, for resubbing.
Oh, that's a veteran chatter. WWE Abu.
This is the first stream I've watched in ages, and the first time I've seen this game. Is the gameplay any good? Also, who is the other person? Hi, I'm Mouse. I do my cozy. You had no reason to hear the intro I did on my stream yesterday, but I did an ASMR cozy hour, and I said, "Hi, welcome to my stream. I'm Hello, it's Mouse, but you can call me Mouse." So there you go.
Super
Thank
cozy.
you. Thank you, Gaia Had, for gifting a 1-month sub to I Love Angie. I Love Angie. Let's see it in chat.
I love
And
Angie.
thank you, Doc Huladay, for resubbing. VOD Watcher here, catching the ending live. Hope you all have fun. I think we will. We're having fun. Thank you, Kurumi, for resubbing. Yay, Umineko finale. My friends started the VN last year, and I finished reading it before they could. They didn't want episode 8 to end. Live nature reaction. I also don't want episode 8 to end, but here we are. And thank you, Jamo211, for cheering 1,000 bits to say thanks, Joe, Mouse, and Jelly. Truly an amazing stream series. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamo. Thank you.
And the last one I will read is a Dalmek message.
Of course.
Dalmek cheered 500 bits to say, anyway, this has been a wild ride and I've had a blast through all of it. Thanks for making Umineko a thing because it forced me to stop delaying and read it myself in order to stay ahead. Congrats on using your influencer powers to make me do something I enjoyed, even if nothing ever happens in Umineko. Something happened because of it. That was all directed to Mouse for the record. To Joe, To everyone susceptible to FOMO, the secret Dalmek Umineko blog still gets rave reviews. That's right. There is a secret Dalmek Umineko blog that only me and a few other people can see. It remains in the cat box forever. All right, you can take over.
Thank you. Okay, last stretch of saying thank you, and then I don't know if we're gonna get right into reading, or if we're gonna take a short break after this and go get some water. Yeah, maybe a 5-minute break. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't expecting all this, so this is a longer intro. Good thing we did yesterday's stream, huh? So like we have this, yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you to Mingaleg for the bits. The uptime snail pout. Yeah.
Very timely. Very timely.
Thank you, No Tail or Not Ale 3 for the resub 2. Here for the end, survived all cliffs. Very true. Very true. All the cliffs in Rikenjima have been survived. Thank you, Rowdy Rudy for the resub. We've come a long way from the Leap Day stream. I wish Mouse lots of fun with Kingdom Hearts. They're really hyping that up, huh? Yeah.
It's not happening till Christmas. It's a Christmas stream. Why are you hyping it up now?
Anything
can happen between now and Christmas.
I need to practice my Donald Duck for sure. I need to learn how to do it. Thank you, DLNH for the bits. Thank you, Tom, Mouse, and Jelly for all the passion you put on these streams. Mouse and Jelly have genuinely impressed me with some of their voice acting, and Tom has provided me a unique perspective on the actual game. Yeah, you're not going to praise my voice acting. Complicated people living in 1980s Japan can be hard to relate to, but Tom is one of the few streamers old enough to pull it off.
Your audience loves you.
Loves me so much. Loves me so much. Loves me. Thank you, Praetor Spectre. That was a really good message for the resub. Can't wait for you to get to the ending and shit on it. Oh, it's not Expedition 33 today. Carry on. Carry on.
We're gonna get to the end, and it's and the end credits are gonna play, and you're gonna go silent for about 30 seconds, and you're gonna go, well, that sucked, and the entire chat is gonna erupt in anarchy. It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
That's one of my favorite bits to do. I love doing that.
Yeah,
thank you,
really
thank you, Lowkey423 for the bits. This has undoubtedly been the year of Umineko. Thank you, Joe, Mouse, and Jelly. Umineko might need its own categories at Jedsea, or else it's just gonna overpower everything else.
I think so. Yeah.
Thank you, Tacos de Beria for the Bira for the bits. Happy last Umi Day. Grateful to Mouse for reminding us that sometimes you have to threaten a twink to get things done. Holy! Thank you, Master of Segways, for the bits. Kind of crazy that if Umineko was just a little bit better, you would have had to read One Piece. I know, right?
That's true, yeah. You'd really dodged a bullet.
Dodged. Reading One Piece, not watching, reading. It's crazy. Thank you, Mind Viscera, for the resub. Speaking of the 100 line, I've been reading that thing recently, and I noticed that it shares some themes with Umineko, like truth and memory, or whatever. How curious. I'm sure Joe will love it once he gets around to it. After Steins Gate, of course, smile. Thanks for all the streams. I don't know if 100 line is ever happening, but, you know, maybe with
Chad is asking if you're a twink. I would say more of an otter.
Otter? What? Yeah. Okay. Let's get a new song. What song should we have? Automata? People were asking for Ruriar. I'm not sure where that is.
Yeah, it's a little bit further up than this. It's near the bottom.
Thank you, Nagas, for the bits. It seems like a lot of chat says after Umineko you should read this other visual novel that takes place in a small rural town in the middle of nowhere, haunted by its history, involving a group of close friends who have their own secrets and interpersonal conflicts, and a story that slowly delves into pervasive paranoia, past pains, and the potentially paranormal. That's right, Echo, the free fur. Nagas was taken out. The self-ban. Thank you, Nagas. Koru with bits. What an occasion. A story so long that you feel yourself growing with the characters. That's true. I look back with nostalgia on my restless nights of speculation, even though it happened this year. These streams have made me a worse person.
Yeah.
But what does Umineko teach us if not that lying is fun and it's okay to hurt others as long as you cope super hard? Anyway, good shit. Here's some money. Thank you, Koru. Thank you.
Thank you, Koru.
That one's towing the line for me. I don't know. That one's getting me a little bit. Oh man. Thank you, Tacos Dabira, again for gifting us up to Kumi Cody. I'm not sure. Kumi Cody? Is that another reference to a different VM?
No clue. Let's just assume it's fate.
Joe isn't queer enough to understand Echo, unfortunately.
5 out of 5 on that one, chatter.
Dory Miart for the resub. End of an era. Can't wait for Metaphor and 100 line streams. Metaphor is definitely going to happen. 100 line remains to be seen. I'm sorry.
But I got something to say.
Sure, go for it.
Metaphor.
Metaphor. Wait, this is a metaphor? It's definitely going to be Metaphor after Expedition 33. Oh! You hear anything about Disco Elysium Mobile? I haven't heard of that at all, sorry. Thank you, nice splot for the resub. I don't want to delay Umineko with some message, so I think I'll skip this message, though I would love to let Joe, Mouse, and Jelly know how thankful I am for how fun they made going back over Umineko. Alas, it wouldn't be good to be too long with wait, are you still recording? Ah, very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Blue on Bluer for the resub. Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kiwi Mio Ahura for the resub. Pata patapon, pon patapon, checka patapon, play patapon, 1+2 replay, and Lama Lana 2. Oh, I thought this was a petan thing that was building up to. Lama Lana might be fun time. I don't know. Thank you, Awen, for the bits. Umi Musumi Golden Derby. Thank you, El Mugneto for the resub. Congrats on finishing Umineko. Not yet. There's still time to drop it.
Yeah, I have a bet on when you'll drop Umineko, and I was just staring at it like I can't close it out yet.
Can't close it out.
Imagine
the payout. The person who's like, the last stream right at the end. Thank you, Combustible Lemons, for the bits. Oh, I also wanted to use my public platform as a guy with $5 in his bank account that he can use to hijack someone else's public platform to formally apologize for not doing Nanjo versions of the characters after Chapter 4. I fell off because I am weak. I feel like I should atone with my 100 bits. Thanks for your hard work. By the way, Mouse, for real, you're goated.
Oh, thank you.
The mouse praise. Thank you, Dr. Urbans, for the resub. Everyone else was doing it. Thank you very much, Dr. Urbans. Thank you, I'm TWOG again for the bits. Thanks to the streams, Joe and Mouse. They've been a great, unforgettable time for so many months, and I'll miss them so much. I will too, actually. I laughed, I cried. It's been such an emotional journey experiencing this VN with the two of you. I've been so happy to be here for these Sekimea streams. Umineko is fine too, I guess.
They're gonna turn around and on tomorrow, whenever we finish Sekimea, all the sub messages are gonna be about Umineko instead, and then I'm gonna get emotional again. That's fucked up.
They're gonna get our asses.
They're gonna get me.
Thank you, Dominic, for the bits. I fucking forgot to thank Jelly with the broken keyboard. Nice bit, Dominic. Nice. Thank you, Bronmans, for the resub. I heard from someone that you might be Welsh. I am Welsh. Yep, I was born in Wales, but my mother was Scottish, born in Glasgow. So I am half Welsh, half Scottish, but I consider myself Canadian more than anything else, to be honest with you. I've spent most of my time in Canada, so yeah. But I am unfortunately British. Yes. Thank you, Sound of Rain, for the bits. Ryukishi is such a positive force in this universe and a talented writer. He was even wise enough to predict that Joe would play it someday, and benevolent enough to include intentional flaws in the narrative to save Joe from reading One Piece. And here I thought the flaws were actual failings. Just goes to show how seeing someone else experience a work can make you appreciate it more.
Ryukishi has done it again. Ryukishi has done it again.
I do think that in terms of like pinnacle of like experience, that I have never read anything in my life that has predicted my reaction as much as this has.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's quite magical to go through. Yeah.
It is easily number one. Easily number one. Like it's crazy. I can't even think of anything that comes close to the predictive power this thing has. Thank you YSF for the bits. Here's 100 bits to delay the VN. Thank you YSF. Thank you Not So Neato for the resub. Thanks for the amazing streams, Joe, Mouse, and Jelly. Dear Joe, please do not stream 100 Lion. I'm gonna try my best not to, but I don't know.
If we all just don't mention it, maybe people will forget about it.
Yeah, that's what we do. I feel like people are bringing it up less. So
they are, yeah.
Yeah,
it's falling off for sure.
And the last two before we take a short break, and then we'll start reading. Let me know what music to put on while we're gone. Are Mingaleg with 120 bits, suspicious bits. Let's Umi do this. Let's do it. And Haunted Curio, 500 bits with a claw fist. All right.
Hell yeah.
That's it. Thank you so much, everyone. That was crazy generous and an outpouring of how many of the community of how much they've appreciated Umineko.
Thank you.
Birth of a New Witch was a short version or a long version? Where's the long version? This one? There we go. All right. Oh, thank you, RaiseWolf21 for the bits. I'm incredibly excited to see you conclude streaming the first half of Umineko. The second half, where you play Golden Fantasia, read the manga, read the spin-off mangas, watch the stage play, become a Tumblr post archivist, and finish by reading Reddit and Discord arguments, I think will be even more entertaining.
Oh my god.
All right. Anyway, Mouse and I will be back in about 5 minutes or so. I'm just going to go use the bathroom and get some water, and then we will actually start reading. Yep.
Yes, we scran.
Yes, we scran. Be right back. Welcome to Rakenjima. Please enjoy your stay. All right.
All right.
So, we do have some magic stuff to get through still. So,
we do. I'm going to. People seem to like what I was doing with it, so I'm gonna finish that out today.
All right. Hold on. We will do a quick audio check after we do a couple lines when someone talks, and then that's it. Lock it in.
Ready?
Whenever you're ready.
Ava had broken the magic circle around the key beforehand, after all. By the time Battler and Angie reached it, it was falling apart like the sand in an hourglass. They tried punching and kicking it to make it break faster, but nothing they did hastened the process. How's it sound?
We're good? Okay.
Seems like I think it's fine. Okay. It looks like she broke it a while ago, but it'll probably take some time before it's gone.
Just a bit longer, I think. If we could just buy time for 5 minutes.
Judging by the speed the magic circles were crumbling and the general appearance of the whole scene, it looked like it would be over soon. However, right now, could even 5 minutes be considered soon? They turned around. Beyond the bookshelf ravine was a universe. Even for Battler, who had seen Beatos fights many times over, the battle between Lambda Delta and Bernkastel was so mind-defying that he couldn't think of a single word to describe it. When he finally managed to find a word, it was a universe. Each time a battle between Lambda Delta and Bernkastel unfolded, a universe was created between the pair of them. Big bangs would take place, universes would be created, galaxies beyond number would be born and erased. Then, just when it seemed that a big crunch had occurred and that the universe had met its demise, there would be another big bang and another universe would be created. It was like watching gods playing.
No, it was exactly that.
The two witches created and destroyed worlds over and over again, almost as though two creators were fighting to prove that their universe was the right one. If you let your guard down in the slightest, then just watching this would steal your soul. That's how it felt.
Whoa. Okay, sound still okay? That was loud.
That was very loud,
Yeah, turn it down by like a decibel and a half. There we go. Okay.
We'll be able to get the key back any second now. Then it'll be possible to go to the Golden Land with the fragment Lambda Delta gave us, right?
Go back as soon as you get the key. I can't leave Lambda Delta on her own.
You're gonna jump into that fight?
I can't leave her on her own.
Ugh.
Their fight may defy common sense. But that's where he deals best. That's where he's great at. However, they're perfectly and evenly matched. So, If anyone jumps in, even a single weak human like me, something might break.
A perfect balance maintained by two great powers can easily break by adding even a little strength to one side. However, accidentally rushing in there to add that little bit of strength would be literally suicidal. Like a moth flying into a furnace. It might burn up before it even reaches it.
Once you get the key, go straight back to the Golden Land. We don't know how long they can hold out, remember?
I can't go back alone, not when everyone is fighting.
That's right. This is your fight. So fight. I know you regret not dying with everyone else, but you've got to overcome that feeling and live in the future. That's what you decided to do, right?
Angie had no words to respond with. Her brother and everyone else would probably die, so she wanted to die in the same place and at the same time as everyone else. However, that could not be allowed, and she mustn't wish for it. She had already made up her mind. She had sworn to live in the future without turning back to look at everyone's deaths.
When you get back to the Golden Land, show the key to Beato. Beato will show you 2 doors. Then she'll give you an easy puzzle and tell you to open one of them. That's the last game on my game board.
2 doors?
One of the 2, one will lead you to the future. Don't worry. I'm sure you won't choose the wrong one now. Also, once you go through it, don't turn back until the door closes.
Why can't I turn back?
When the door closes, you won't be able to see our fate anymore. In other words, Sumari will be shut inside the cat box.
A fate inside a cat box has endless truths.
That's right. We might have lost pathetically, or we might have made a miraculous comeback and survived. In other words, Sumari, if you, the Witch of the Future, are sent into the future without witnessing the end of our conflict, we'll still have a chance at victory. However, if you keep on looking at us, you'll see when we get annihilated. That'll put the odds of our defeat at 100%. So, to give us a miraculous victory, you must not turn back once you go through that door. Got it?
Leave the refrigerator shut. Yeah.
So, I'll go and help Lambda Delta. If you go back to the Golden Land after seeing me walk off like a hero, that's how my story will end for you.
The end of your battle will be sealed in the cat box, so you certainly won't lose.
Exactly. So don't look back. You'll have the key soon. You've got to go back to the Golden Land like your life depends on it. So, real quick, I have one message for the you of the future. Don't forget it and engrave it into your heart.
Okay.
No matter what happens, never abandon the hopes that keep you alive. All of us are always behind you. If you just believe, we can even speak to you. Believe it. If one thing is certain, it's that miracles happen when you believe.
At that moment, Lambda Delta and Burn Castell were wrapped in a massive explosion. Surely one of them had delivered a powerful blow. There were no further explosions, so that strike must have decided the match. When the smoke clears, who will be left standing? The magic circle sealing the key still needed several minutes to dissolve.
Are you still there, my beloved Lambda Delta?
All that came into sight was Burn Castell. There was no answering voice from Lambda Delta. If this was a sign of her victory, it did not cause Burn Castell's expression to grow any brighter.
Too bad, Lambda. And I thought we'd be able to build a universe together. It's too bad, really too bad.
Burn Castell was still focusing all her nerves on the battle, so she took no notice of Battler and Angie by the key. However, she would probably notice soon, and then there would be nowhere to run. The last section of the magic circle was starting to fade away. However, almost cruelly, the final circle went slower than the rest. Seeing that, any hopes that it would dissolve in a minute or maybe a few dozen seconds were crushed absolutely. Battler readied himself.
Well, this fight probably won't work out as well as the last one, but it looks like I'm up now.
Oni-chan?
You're great, Angie. I'm proud that you didn't try to stop me.
With tears still pouring down her face, Angie lovingly rubbed her cheek against the hand that had been patting her head.
I've got to gather the kitties again. I thought Battler would be with her, but I don't see him for some reason. After all, one guy like him would be about as annoying as a pebble in my shoe.
The smoke cleared completely, and they saw a huge cloud of candy bits floating around. like it was Lambda Delta's corpse. A star-shaped cookie bounced off of Berncastel's head. It was missing one of its points, giving it a lonely feeling.
Lambda Delta, live with me. We'll become a single universe with you inside me.
Berncastel chewed the cookie and swallowed it.
This way, we'll always be together. I love you, Lambda.
Me too, Bern. Berncastel's stomach suddenly swelled like a balloon. The bulge rose from her stomach to her throat, then exploded like a firework from her mouth. From Berncastel's mouth spewed fireworks, sparks, fragments of candy. You really should fix those habits you've had since you were a cat. Here's a hint. If you find a piece of candy lying on the ground somewhere, don't pick it up and eat it.
Or a berry in a bush that you don't know.
Berncastel doubled over even more, still spitting up an exploding firework. The birth of a small universe from that sweet had hit her directly from the inside of her stomach. Even Berncastel couldn't withstand that. As Berncastel repeatedly vomited fireworks so violently that it seemed her guts would spill out, her body flickered in and out of existence, and she glared at Lambda Delta with a terrifying expression. Her body was flickering because she had taken so much damage that even maintaining her form was now difficult. How slovenly, Bern. Your body's falling apart.
I'm starting to think it really was small bombs in that episode. Lambda?
I sort of felt like losing for a bit, but I changed my mind. If I became a single universe with you, you wouldn't whisper to me of your love anymore.
True. I'm not the type to give food to a fish I've already caught.
I know. That's why you shine so beautifully. You'll lead someone on, but never actually dote on them, just like a proud queen of cats.
I'll turn you into a cardboard box and make you my scratching post.
And I'll make you a shamisen, get bored after plucking one string, then put you in a cupboard and let the dust pile up on you.
Owned.
Get fucked. The goat tsunami had swallowed up everything, but sea spray was still flying about. The reefs resisted the ocean that was trying to cover them and were smashing waves left and right. The Seven Sisters of Purgatory and the Inquisitors of Heresy specialized in close-range combat and were rapidly building a mountain of corpses. The witches fought hard too, but they would have preferred to fight at a distance if they could. Illusions alone wouldn't be enough. In these battle conditions, all of the humans were thrust right into the center of the fight. Everyone in the Ushiromiya family displayed a fighting spirit equal to the witches and guarded their backs. Even humans are not powerless. They have guns. If the goat supported fantasy, they could use these as the ultimate anti-magic weapons. If the goat supported mystery, they could use these in a much more obvious way. Those 45 long Colt bullets delivered fatal wounds to each and every goat they struck. Pew, pew.
Yeah, it's me. Just die already! How long are you going to resist? Give up and sink, Ushiromiya! Telling an Ushiromiya to sink makes him fight all the harder! Little girl, you have no idea what the Ushiromiya family is! You were dead even before 1986, weren't you? It's about time you stopped moving, Gramps.
Erika's razor-sharp scythe buried itself in Kinzo's chest. It dug straight into his heart, but the daring smile on Kinzo's face didn't even falter.
Oh, was my death ever witnessed by anyone outside the cat box? I am indestructible! Indestructible!
A punch containing the entirety of Kinzo's last spark of life sent Erika flying. Father, are you okay?
Overcome my corpse! The Ushiromiya family never turns back!
As Erika tried to deliver the finishing blow, Kraus stepped in between them, blocking the way.
I will be your opponent in Father's place. Oh? If it isn't the incompetent investing expert. Alright, she's got a point. It's pretty impressive how you managed to find all the worst bets, losing your money so quickly. You're never gonna get a marble. And yet, even even I remember to tie my shoes. Wait, what? Huh?
Erica tried to look down at her feet, but what she saw was Krause's left fist.
No!
Krause's left uppercut made Erica float in the air, not by magic, but by the simple laws of physics. For an instant, Erica saw the moon.
Maybe I was incompetent as an investor. She saw the moon. However, any of my college friends will attest to my talent as a boxer. I will not allow you to discredit every part of the Ushimiya family, little girl. You damn small fry. Canon is an illusion created by a lonely Jessica.
At the school festival, I introduced Canon-kun to everyone. Saku and Hina and everyone else. All of my friends can testify to that. Don't make assumptions about a relationship based on your own imagination. Jessica's body blow made the goat's massive body cave in.
Splendidly done, milady. To think that you could wield such power in a tight spot like this.
Well, of course. After all, I'm thinking I don't really care if I die. This is the first time we've worked together with you at my back. Too bad it isn't cutting the cake. Jessica laughed embarrassedly. She looked even more relaxed than she had on stage at the school festival.
We have plenty to cut here besides cake.
You always try to sound so cool, but that's what I like about you. The massive bodies that rushed at them trying to deny their relationship and their very existence had two choices: be sliced or be struck. Each time one of those bodies hit the floor, it became proof that the two of them existed.
Shannon is an illusion. George is an antisocial shut-in. Their love itself is an illusion and doesn't exist.
George-sama, look out! The goat's log-sized fist buried itself in George's face. This was the middle of a massive, confused battle. There was no way to dodge an unexpected attack like that.
An antisocial shut-in, huh? Very well. Say what you wish about me.
George had indeed been hit with a fist right to the center of his face. However, he didn't bend over backwards, not even an inch. The goat started to wonder what it was he had hit. Hadn't he punched a human made of flesh? It was as though he had slammed his fist into a steel wall, and it was his fist that was hurting. However, the goat was too scared to move his fist from George's face. After all, if he did, the expression on that face would probably be too terrifying. George pressed his hand against that fist.
You probably could get testimony from my old classmates from school. Yes, I was an antisocial person. However, there's one more thing that they'll tell you, something far more important.
George literally fighting the allegations. George was only grabbing the goat's massive fist in his tiny, pathetic, wimpy little hand. However, that fist was being crushed as though it had a vise around it. Even though the other hand was tiny, the goat couldn't even move its fist.
Ushimiya George never fought for himself, no matter what happened to him. He was a coward who ran away from all threats. Everyone will tell you that. However, they won't tell you that he never got into a fight.
I accepted the fact that someone as pathetic as me would be bullied.
However, never have I let anyone provoke or challenge anyone who treated someone as pathetic as me like a friend.
The goat's broken teeth flew through the air. George's furious feet split the heavens.
Shannon approached George for his money and...
A goat's filthy finger touched Shannon's back. That finger exploded and boiled away. My love for George-san is true and pure. George-san must have kept all the letters I wrote him. Read those and you'll have your proof.
You can write anything in a letter. The contents of a letter are no proof of true love.
A blazing red light charred the goat's entire body. Shannon slowly turned around, her face full of rage and contempt. Pitiful spectator, ignorant of love. You have no right to read a mystery, much less a person's heart. Disappear! An absolute barrier rose up around Shannon, burning up the goats around her with its flames. You know what? You can be Maria too.
Yeah, maybe we are dead, but that doesn't give anyone the right to criticize us. No one can deny the love Maria and Mama shared.
Maria smiled, showing her teeth, and performed her job without even looking at her hands. Then she tossed the fully loaded rifle straight up into the air.
Yo!
Come and get some! Rosa, who stood back to back with Maria, caught it without turning around. No, that wasn't all. Maria had passed the gun to her mother perfectly without even looking back. Rosa's head was pointed at the ground as she stroked the frigid trigger with her index finger. If any of you doubt my love for my daughter, step forward. The crowd of goats, cowed by Rosa's ferocity, didn't get any closer to her.
Then I'll deny it. Being the serial cheater you are, you were always off playing around with some man and leaving Maria all alone. Nothing like that is written anywhere in Maria's diary. Get fucked. You should know better than anyone else. Rosa didn't love you. She was a crappy mother who regretted even giving birth to you.
Erica was peering at the unfeeling moon, the taste of metal in her mouth. For a moment, she didn't realize what was happening. Was that cold feeling on her back the ground? Huh? Why am I lying down?
This one's actually working on me. What the fuck?
And wasn't the moon full? Why isn't it now? Come to think of it, my teeth hurt. There's something cold and hard there. Then she figured it out. She was lying sprawled on the ground with a gun barrel shoved into her mouth, and the thing splitting the moon was the angry king of wolves protecting its child. The gun barrel exploded inside her mouth, shattering her medulla oblongata. But it was only her afterimage.
What a terrifying woman you are. Are you really human?
Erica, who had escaped death at the last moment by leaving an afterimage, found a metallic flash right before her eyes, which had been there even before she reappeared. The fountain pen went right through Erica's eye, crushing it. Of course, that was another afterimage. However, when Erica escaped and reappeared somewhere else, a heel was already there waiting for her. From the goat's perspective, several afterimages of Erica seemed to be appearing at once, all of which were pierced by Rosa at the same time. If you say that again, I'll have to get serious.
Mama's really strong. What the hell?
And so Erica couldn't reappear anymore. At the very least, not within Rosa's range of attack. Erica put a lot of distance between her and Rosa reappearing in midair.
What are these people? What the hell?
Erica's animal instincts made her turn her head slightly to the side just in time. Where her head used to be, there was an odd shower of sparks. It wasn't magic. It was a real physical phenomenon caused by lead smashing against lead. To think that two bullets shot from different angles could have flown with impossible precision at where her head once was, so that both of them hit and bounced off each other like billiard balls. Oh, so close.
Sorry about that. We're big fans of the whole take out the boss first strategy, you see.
Clay pigeons are our specialty. Flying along in a straight line probably isn't a good idea. The two of them spun their rifles in exactly the same way at exactly the same time, reloading them in a manner that put old westerns to shame, then pointed them back up at where Erica was in the sky.
You monsters!
Once again, their accurate shots plunged through the forehead of Erica's afterimage, bouncing off each other like billiard balls with a shower of sparks. This time, Erica appeared far behind them. She had to admit it. She had been forced to escape to a place outside the range of those guns fired by humans. Then, the light from the moon was blocked. The place she had fled to so rapidly exploded, sending chunks of rubbish flying. A massive longsword had been plunged into the ground. It was Delanor's.
Oh, if it isn't my old friend.
She had dodged by a hair, but this bulky, brutal longsword was more of a cannonball shaped like a sword than something for cutting with. Even though she had dodged it, the blast of air pressure made her eardrums throb. Delanor was serious. She seriously intended to smash Erica to bits.
What's with the scary face? Can't you try and act a bit? I don't know, cuter?
Do you find this enjoyable? Destroying people's dreams and illusions?
Of course it's enjoyable. What do you expect an intellectual Redditor to do?
You are an evildoer, and yet I used to believe you were the sort of evil worthy of sympathy.
I never asked for your sympathy.
Not cutting you down immediately upon our meeting, that sin of mine is what brought this day to pass. Delanor's hair bristled with rage. The sight this expression on one of her old friends pinned Erica to the spot. My friend, allow me to free you before you can suffer. I will not let you bear any further sins.
Whoa, what? Say the line, Delanor.
The force of anger that welled from Delanor's whole body struck Erica, or rather, the swirl of blasting wind from Delanor's massive longsword sent her flying. The cannonball with a blade repeatedly cracked the ground just after Erica leapt away, so it almost looked as though Erica was jumping backwards, smashing the earth between her with each jump.
Delanor.
Friend of mine, rest in peace. The great longsword split the air again, pulverizing the ground. However, this time, Erica was nowhere to be seen. Where did she escape to? Erica had broken the barrier of the Golden Land, landing on a ship whose bow was barely in sight. Practically speaking, she had run away. Fully aware of this, Erica howled, her face contorted with humiliation. Her shoulders heaved with her breathing, and she even forgot to fix her hair. The scythe fell from her hand and landed with a clank to the floor. It is pronounced bow, I'm sorry. The scythe fell from her hand and landed with a clank to the floor. That sound brought her back to her senses.
Stupid goats! What are you standing around staring for? Open gun ports. Load concept negation explosive rounds. Disregard aiming procedures. Just fire. Can we take a screenshot of this and use the Sekimea to go back in time to show me this on Leap Day stream? Right after the the parlors.
I think that would create a paradox, I believe. The warships that had flown into the Golden Land opened their gun ports one after another, and then they all fired at once in a scattered mess of cannonballs. The hundreds of explosive rounds they fired would negate the concept of anything or person they touched, smashing them into little bits and setting them ablaze with flames. The battlefield full of writhing goats became a fiery hell. A cannonball smashed the arbor. The once beautiful garden maze was burned down bit by bit, and the fleeing gold butterflies were wrapped in flames, burning into nothingness like little scraps of paper. This was no longer a battlefield where two sides fought for victory. It was just a confused, hellish pot of boiling water. The Golden Land was being torn apart. The once beautiful rose garden was filled with explosion craters, and its rose petals were scattered about without pity. There were flying bits of flesh, blood, fangs, jaws, shrieks, and half-crazed screams. And even amidst this hellish swirl, the goats and the dead continued to fight. As seen from atop the boats, this was hell, without a doubt.
All ships, drop anchors!
When Erica yelled, the goats on the boat ran around frantically, and one by one, massive anchors hanging by chains were thrown from the ship's bows and down into the earth below. Those anchors smashed through not only the ground, but the bottom of the Golden Land itself, digging in with their wedge-shaped tips. Erica!
Oh, Beatrice-san! This battle's so huge, it had me worried. I thought I might not be able to find you before the whole thing ended.
Beatrice landed on the front tip of the warship, facing off against Erica, who stood on the bow. You will not be forgiven. I'll finish you myself right here. Beato jabbed with her pipe. It transformed into a beautifully intricate golden longsword.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Very well, that's just what I'd hoped for. Let's settle this.
Erica threw her scythe up into the air. When it returned to her hand, it had become a sword similar to Beato's. The nearby goats crowded around Erica, trying to support her.
You stay out of this. All of you need to start lifting the anchors. Tear up the Golden Land by its roots.
Aye, aye, sir. The goats bowed and rushed to their posts.
Yar.
Several dozen ships had... Yar. Yar, matey. Several dozen ships had lowered their anchors, digging into the base of the Golden Land. Soon, they were going to try and pull them up, tearing the Golden Land to pieces. Come, Erica! I'll give you the honor of my final duel. Beato raised her sword, bowed in the ancient fashion, and waited for her opponent. Erica kicked off her shoes violently and slowly walked up to the tip of the boat, barefoot. It was E33 day. Then, in accordance with Beato's rules, she bowed back. It was a duel on the prow of a ship that pierced the sky. Below, the crowd of goats was being blasted away by the indiscriminate cannonballs, burned up and crushed in the panorama of this world's end. By now, it would be stupid to wonder whether anyone from the Ushiromiya family was still all right. Yes, it truly was the end of this world. The end of the Golden Land. Ground to dust, filled with flames, the Golden Rose Garden was burning spectacularly with bits of fire and golden splashes flying about. What do you think C.S. Lewis would feel about this after, since it's like clearly inspired by the end of Narnia? Do you think he would like it?
He would love it. He would love it. Yeah, love it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. He would recognize Peak. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he would recognize too. Okay. The ground creaked as fissures ran through it, through to the base of the Golden Land. All of the ships started pulling up their anchors at once. Crowds of mighty goats used all of their monstrous strength to lift them. Yeah, for Aslan! The anchors that dug into the Golden Land's base spread cracks throughout the entire Golden Land. Not just the ground, but the air itself was filled with cracks, and shards of gold fell down everywhere. The Golden Land's end was adorned with the flames of hell and streaking gold fragments with fiery red and ephemeral gold. Atop the boat's prow, Beato and Erica looked down on this, their swords crossed and sparks flying between them.
Now there's one hell of a sight to see. Don't you think it's fitting? The perfect final chapter for your tale.
The Golden Land may meet its end. I may perish as well. However, no one can erase the fact that we were here. And you reached the answer. The Witch of the Future has a mission and hope, and will soon set off on a new journey. We have already succeeded. Too bad for you, Furudo Erica. This battle ends with our victory. This was a duel between the master of the illusion called the Golden Land and the witch who controlled truth. The earth split between them, or behind them, either way. The Golden Land was torn up. The cat box known as the Golden Land was ripped apart, and the nothingness below peeked out through the cracks. The scrambling crowd of goats fell through the gaps and were swallowed by the sea of nothingness. Beato's friends were among them. They helped each other, lent a hand to each other, unwilling to sacrifice anyone until the final moment. Still, what a romantic and fragile illusion is the end of the world. The ground shattered and sank. It fell apart into the ocean of nothingness. None could survive. None could be saved. This was destruction. As the comrades in arms fell into the sea of nothingness, they looked up one last time and prayed. They prayed that the master of the Golden Land would leave proof that the Golden Land had indeed existed. However, Beato didn't look down at them. They wouldn't have wanted her to. This is our Golden Land. I am the endless and golden witch Beatrice, and I am here. We may fall, but we will not be defeated. You shall become living proof. I'll carve the proof of our existence into your chest.
So long, Beatrice. This marks the end of that stupid, endless game. Fall into hell, you illusion. Can you hide the text and and all? What are these boobs?
Lambda Delta and Bernkastel's fight to the death had passed through its phase as a dynamic clash of fireworks and was now a clash that was quiet and motionless. These two witches, who possessed power on an entirely different level, may have been truly equal in strength. The battle could only be resolved by mutual consent if one of them lost interest or found some reason for wanting to lose. Since both were putting their all into the fight without yielding a bit, they were absolutely and completely equal. Lambda Delta, I'm glad to have you as a friend.
Damn it, just a bit longer. Just fall apart already, stupid magic circle.
Battler got irritated and punched the magic circle. But there was nothing he could do except continue to watch over it. After all, the only way to dissolve it was by waiting. However, the pair of them still felt relief, if only a little. Lambda Delta really was strong. Even in a battle this spectacular, she fought on an even footing. No, if you considered how confident each side looked, she seemed to have a slight advantage in Battler's eyes. She would probably manage to buy them enough time. Angie would take the key and return to the Golden Land. They just had to endure a bit longer. However, they had no way of knowing what Lambda Delta's fate would be after this. She had disobeyed the Senate, the highest level witches in existence. Something brutal probably awaited her. However, even knowing this, Angie had to step forward into the future without looking back. That was the single duty given to her, the Witch of the Future. Oni-chan, what's that? Something's coming toward us from a long way away.
Crap. Are they enemy reinforcements?
Lambda Delta and Bernkastel were glaring at each other, so they didn't notice. Heading toward them from the distance were several emerald green glints. That light proved that they were enemies. But there's only a few of them. They won't be a match for Lambda Delta. All of the cats so far seemed like fish in a school, giving the impression that they'd be terrifying as a group, but not much of a problem by themselves. However, there was something different about the lights approaching them now. They were approaching in a beautiful, ordered formation, like a constellation. Battler quickly realized that this was something new. My Miko, isn't it about time to prepare the key?
I knew it. I knew it.
Just by her tone, Battler was able to tell how great a witch this was. The black cats that surrounded her in a graceful and systematic constellation were all wearing large capes with elegant designs. It looked as though great overlords from many worlds had been transformed into cats, leaving only their capes untouched. What Battler imagined was quite true. That was exactly what had happened. These were the overlords from many worlds that formed Featherine's personal guard. Their bodies took the form of cats merely as a sign of respect to their master, who took the form of a human. These were entirely different from the pack of wild cats that served Bernkastel.
Aurora. Oh, is it that time already?
When holding a party, it's important to keep your guests waiting for a fitting amount of time. It is, however, not something I'm particularly fond of. As she said this, her eyes flicked to Lambda Delta. The latter bowed hurriedly. Though Lambda Delta grinned, she was also sweating, her brow furrowed with tension. How long has it been, Lady Lambda Delta? It's a pleasure to see you, great Lady Aurora. This is no place to entertain one of your position. Did you get lost on the way to the party? If so, allow me to guide you there myself. That would be an honor, great Lady Aurora. Featherine Augustus Aurora, the legendary Great Witch. It is said that she surpassed the level of witches, becoming a creator, and that, upon reaching the Forbidden Plane, she was cursed with a deadly ailment. However, in life, she once turned her pet cat into a witch. They say that the second witch wanders the sea of fragments endlessly, searching for any fragment that can revive her master from the pits of death called boredom, if only for a moment. And so the cat revived her master, revived the sacred witch who had reached heights none should reach. Just as witches look down at and mock humans from a higher world, calling them pieces on a game board. So she looks down at and mocks the realm of witches from an even higher world, calling them pieces on a game board. If a witch's strength is measured by the height of the world they are capable of reaching, then she was like a witch come back from the realm of the gods, one who had touched the highest forbidden heights and survived, which is why she's at the top of all of those fucking power scaling tier lists.
This is just riffing over there.
Was there any chance of winning against her? No. Lambda Delta was unable to choose either victory or defeat by her own will. My Miko, would you mind playing with your friends some other time and getting back to work now? Prepare the key.
Okay.
The simple, naive way cats forget their errand partway is their true charm. Don't you think so, Lady Lambda Delta? Lambda Delta didn't say anything but hung her head low. From this position, it seemed the key's seal would dissolve at any second. However, Berncastel would probably find Battler and Angie before that. Once they got their hands on the key, they could leave this place immediately. Of course, this was assuming that they did so before Berncastel and Featherine found them. Berncastel mustn't be allowed to move from this spot.
Looks like game over, Lambda. I am the Miko of the Great Witch Aurora. You haven't forgotten that the Witch of the Undergoing bestows her protection upon her reader Mikos, have you?
Lambda Delta still stood slumped over without answering. The Witch of the Undergoing gave protection to her reader Mikos. If Lambda Delta attacked Berncastel, who was Aurora's Miko, then the Great Witch Aurora would follow her contract, prevent what she considered an attack against herself, and respond accordingly.
Let's make a deal.
What kind of deal?
Where is Battler hiding? If you come clean, we'll let all of this slide.
Is the Witch of Miracles afraid of a tiny little piece like Battler?
It's because I'm the Witch of Miracles. I'll never forget that even a little pebble like him is capable of creating a miracle.
After all, there's a little pebble who got super promoted into a Witch of Miracles.
I'll ask one more time. Where is Battler? Too bad, Lambda. It looks like that's your answer.
Berncastel turned her back on Lambda Delta. Then she told her master she was leaving to prepare the key, and she started swimming toward the key room. If I let her go any further, she'll find Battler and Angie. Battler readied himself. This time, it was his turn to become a sacrifice. Even though he was nothing more than a single pebble, he could still put out an eye. A candy firework exploded right in front of Berncastel.
Lambda, you really are a moron. Lambda Delta!
Now I've done it. Battler, Angie, the rest is up to you. The cat overlords changed their formation, becoming a ferocious constellation that surrounded Featherine. Then each drew the most terrifying of magic circles from their respective worlds and began to chant. I'm slightly confused, both by you, my Miko, and Lady Lambda Delta. What sort of sideshow is this?
It looks like Lambda wants to stop me from going to get the key.
Huh. And what would the point of that be, I wonder? If you still don't get the point, then you must be getting a bit tipsy, Featherine. Looks like you need a pick-me-up. Lambda Delta bluffed as well as she could. Her fingertips were shaking slightly. An attack against a Miko is considered to be an attack against her master. You should know this as well as anyone, correct? I know it. Going by that rule, it looks like the two of us are going to have to fight. Huh. Have I or my Miko caused insult in any way? If so, then please accept my apologies. But could you tell me one thing? I didn't think you had a Miko at the moment. How long have you had one?
As for that, I've got a ton of them already. 30 or 40, I think. Maybe even more. I, Lambda Delta, will handle any fight picked against one of my Mikos, no matter who the opponent is. All of them are certain that a happy ending will come. As the Witch of Certainty, I can't abandon people who work hard and believe with certainty like that. I can't say I dislike this tale of yours. It would be worthy of my viewing. However, I am not a spectator at the moment, but a performer. I know that you are my Miko's close friend, so I will give you one warning. Remove yourself from this stage. I will prepare a special seat for you in my audience seating. I've been thinking about which is more interesting, your tale or the one I've been watching. And your conclusion? Balor's tale is 100 times better. Sorry, but I'll be getting Best Supporting Actress this year. Hey, you guys, you better vote for me in the last character popularity contest, okay? At least get me in the top 5, got it?
Who are you talking to?
As Lambda Delta pretended to joke around, she calmly focused on the one weak point she could see. If she had a chance for a single attack, then a 1 in a billion shot at victory existed. It was that horseshoe-shaped memory device floating around Featherine's head. Without that, she couldn't preserve her own existence. Destroying it was impossible. But if Lambda Delta could just jar it enough, she might be able to make it bug out. At least once in the past, Featherine's memory device had been damaged, and her personality and appearance had changed. However, she was aware of that herself, and probably wouldn't let that happen again, no matter what. You can actually take Featherine in this scene, I think.
Very well, Lady Lambda Delta. When you finish your script, feel free to send it in whenever you wish.
The script is simple, just one line. The fantastic, cute Lambda Delta Sama took out the evil mastermind, our Aurora, in a single shot.
This last couple seconds of this magic circle are taking a while, huh? Foolish Lambda. I never realized how stupid you were. The cats need not interfere. I will personally reward Lady Lambda Delta for the courageous tale she has submitted. You will be granted a fitting tale and a fitting ending for your bravery.
Featherine Augustus Aurora!
Lambda Delta summoned magical power from her whole body and raised it in a mass above her head.
Forgive me, but...
Then the world's time stopped.
Was that a covert, Sumari? Your script will not be used. After all...
Rather than time stopping, it was more like the flipping pages of a book had stopped. In this motionless world, closely packed letters appeared.
The one writing the rest of the script is me.
It was a tale that had been written up to this very moment.
Featherine Augustus Aurora!
Lambda Delta summoned magical power from her whole body and raised it in a mass above her head. That was where the paragraph ended. In this frozen world, Featherine sat with her arms crossed.
Oh man, we're going double meta. How troublesome. It's been so long since I've written a fight scene. How annoying to have to suddenly write up a development like this out of the blue.
I actually don't remember this happening because I think I held control during it the first time, so this is cool. When I get stuck writing, I try to write in reverse. In other words, Sumari. Instead of starting at the beginning, I start at the end and go backwards from there. That way, it's easier to set up foreshadowing and I can write the story with my vision for the end in mind. The only downside is that I have to suddenly start at the climax without setting up the story first. Actual writer problems.
In the meantime, I'll start at the end of the fight and go back from there. Lady Lambda Delta, this is where you lose to me and die. There was a red sound effect there.
Yeah. As Featherine said this, words were added to the massive group of letters that filled the frozen world. However, she was starting from the end, so there was a large gap between the new words and the old ones.
So, how will you lose to me? You should probably have a heroic end to suit your bravery. How about this? Lady Lambda Delta gets blasted away by something, slammed against the bookshelf, and her limbs are snapped off as she dies and disappears into the darkness below. Yes, quite a flashy way to go. Good, for now, that's how your final moments will be.
The blanks in the outline Featherine spoke of were being filled out. At the same time, Lambda Delta's figure was wiped out. After crossing her arms and thinking again, Featherine pointed in a random direction. Lambda Delta appeared, blasted away by something, and slammed spread-eagled against the bookshelf Featherine had pointed at.
Well now, I must write up a fierce battle that leads to this end. But as you can probably tell, I'm a little tipsy at the moment. I'll fill that part in later when I have some time to go over it nice and slowly. For now, let me off with this. I promise to add a heroic fight to your liking later on.
Featherine snapped her fingers. Lambda Delta had no idea what was going on. Before she could even blink, she was suddenly here, being slammed against a bookshelf. What is this? She couldn't comprehend the something that Featherine had killed her with. However, that was only natural. After all, Featherine herself hadn't decided what the something was. However, Lambda Delta did understand one thing. She was already dead. Streams of blood dripped from the corners of her mouth. Then, lines of blood appeared on her wrists and ankles, her elbows and knees. She looked like a marionette doll of herself. What killed me?
Precisely, Lady Lambda Delta. Let me know if you have any good ideas. Alright, I actually liked that. That was good.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Yeah. I regret holding control through that. You monster. Still pinned against the bookshelf, Lambda Delta let her head slump. Her wrists, ankles, legs, arms, and neck each split into a separate part, and the marionette shaped like her lost its strings, falling in pieces into the depths below. Nothing remained. It was all swallowed up by the darkness beneath them.
So if they're smart here, they can fill this gap with like a longer scene that led up to Lambda getting slammed into the bookshelf, and that would give them time to grab the key. Ah, you made a mistake. A monster, she says. Quite a compliment for one such as I. Cackle, cackle, cackle.
Lambda Delta.
Angie, don't look. You can't look.
Shedding frustrated tears, Angie closed her eyes tight. She must not look. The Witch of the Future must not accept Lambda Delta's defeat.
She hasn't kicked it yet. She was brave, and that's all we need to know.
I know Lambda Delta would never lose.
This is just Homer Simpson saying if his eyes are closed, he doesn't see it, so it's not illegal. There's like, we don't see the end. It could be anything we want.
Pop. At that moment, there was a slight sound, and the golden key that hung in the air shook. The seal had finally broken. Battler grabbed at it immediately. However, at exactly the same moment, a magical tremor spread throughout the vast key room. What? That tremor seemed to have shaken something inside my pocket. I stuck my hand in and found that the fragment Lambda Delta had given us to return to the Golden Land had shattered.
Damn it. Lambda's fragment is... You were so close to. Now there's nowhere to run.
Bernkastel.
If Lambda had been a little cleverer, she probably could have bought you 5 more seconds. Then, you would have taken that key and escaped to the Golden Land. Looks like the Miko suffers too when their master's a fool. Ha 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 ha. 5 more seconds, you say? Oh.
Featherine quietly showed her surprise. To truly surprise her was no easy task. The Witch of Miracles, who boasted that no one could even step on her shadow unless she wished it, fell.
Holy shit!
After taking Battler's right fist to her face, she fell. Bernkastel's body immediately split into dust and reconstructed itself in front of Battler, as though nothing had happened. However, she was holding her cheek. She couldn't undo the fact that she had been hit. For the first time in 100 years, she had let someone tread on her shadow without her consent. Her face was gradually filled with shock. And Battler's? It couldn't be seen. His outstretched right arm was blocking it, so his expression couldn't be seen.
What? Take it back. Take what back?
She didn't let the next strike hit her. Bernkastel vanished like mist, then reappeared a short distance away. However, Battler only missed by a hair's breadth. Not because she had intentionally made that happen, but for real.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Finally, she truly began to feel the pain of being punched in the face. For too many years, she had forgotten the very concept of pain. Very slowly, it was coming back to her.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Ah!
Berncastel writhed in anguish, holding her cheek. That feeling, forgotten for centuries, seemed to be hitting home hard. Battler looked at her. Their eyes met. Once again, Berncastel remembered the emotion she had forgotten for hundreds of years.
Fear? Anger? Just pain again? Does it hurt? The pain you caused by ridiculing my friend is greater than that.
And then she shuddered. What Battler saw before his eyes was Berncastel shuddering for the first time in centuries. To Berncastel's eyes, it hadn't even looked like Battler rushing at her and punching. It was as though she had been sucked toward where he stood with his furious fist raised. When her eyes had opened wide in terror, Battler's massive fist had been all that she could see. Of course, he wasn't capable of hitting her. Berncastel was just like a shadow. True, trying to hit Bern was like enviously trying to hit the reflection of the moon on water with a stone.
Cross
No matter how often you hit it, you can never smash the moon's reflection. However, Battler hit it, and again, over and over, to prevent the moon from showing on the water's surface again. A fiercely thrown pebble sent ripples across the water's surface. It broke through the moon's reflection, broke through the water's surface itself, leaving even the bottom of the pond bare, breaking through everything. His certain willpower broke through to a miracle. A backwards kick that Battler shot out without even looking behind him split through empty space. In that space, Berncastel reappeared with a foot in her gut.
Gah! Take back your insults against our brave friend.
The Witch of Miracles fell. For the second time, she fell. Once, it would have been a miracle. Things that happen more than once aren't miracles anymore.
One more, he gets to be Pope.
Berncastel understood. Battler was capable of hitting her. Then she fell, was slammed against the floor, got up on her hands and knees and vomited. She threw up violently over and over. Her face was covered with pain and vomit and tears and snot. Then she looked up at Battler with a furious expression and howled. And she wasn't howling at Battler.
Aurora! Your Miko is getting beaten up! What are you standing around watching for? Take him out!
Awoo.
Forgive me, but I am busy writing Lady Lambda Delta's final moments right now. I cannot come to your aid. Why don't you all give her a hand?
Featherine's guard, the cat overlords, now formed a different constellation. Then each drew a magic circle and began chanting.
You know what? Each of these cats is the final form of a main character, each from a game like yours. Everyone acted the main part in their heroic tale, and the story of their bravery was given honor, allowing them to become Aurora's guards. Each one fought for the very existence of their country, their planet, their universe. What about you? At best, you've just been playing around with your little sister and some imaginary witch. She's not wrong. These main characters are on a totally different level from you. Eat this and die. Take it to the gut, scum.
Oni-chan! Their many spectacular magical spells depicted the beginning of the universe, the creation of planets, their destruction and the universe's end, all in an instant. After that, not a speck of dust should have remained. However, when the smoke cleared, there was a person standing there. It stood there with its hands in its pockets and its head hanging quietly. Its face was in shadows and couldn't be seen. Oni-chan!
What the hell?
Battler seemed to be completely uninjured. Not only were his clothes not burnt, but his hair hadn't even been disturbed.
Main characters are always the most stubborn, so Battler is the most stubborn main character of all time. That's how he was able to win here. What the hell? Stupid cats, it didn't work at all!
The cat overlords silently shook their heads, sending a short report to their master.
Endless 9. What did you say? It's equal to 100. It seems that no one can interfere with their tail. Forgive me, my Miko. It would appear that the cats have reached their limit. And you call yourselves overlords of many worlds? Weren't you all once main characters on different game boards? And this is the best you can do? You're pathetic.
The cats knew. From the very beginning, they had known that they wouldn't be able to do anything with him as the main character of this game board.
My Miko. Creating a tail on the game board is a privilege granted only to the game master. That has already been established, so I must respect that rule, being the mere writer that I am. I shall return to my position as a spectator. You useless master! Ah, the Burn Castell has become the Erica Battler. I apologize for the insults your friends suffered at the hands of my Miko, and I see that the right to weave your game belongs to you, the game master. You shall weave your own game. That is as it should be. However, my Miko is now a game master in your game. It seems the two of you opened the game board at the same time. It is rare to have two masters for a single game, but this miracle pleases me. After all, I can rest assured that this will make for a proper final game for you both. Stand up, Burn Castell. I see. So, you're saying that if two game masters are going to fight, they have to do it by the rules of the game. Did you just forget giggle giggle giggle? Why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Burn Castell slowly got to her feet and made her body melt away like mist, or like those really good after dinner mints. Then she appeared in the air once again, facing Battler.
Very well. I'll fight by the rules of your game board. However, I'm not as easygoing as you all are, so I'll start with a short-tempered, overwhelming puzzle and end this in an instant. Who will be my opponent? I don't mind if both of you take me. If you both take me on at once. Reading is hard.
Oni-chan, I'll fight too.
Oh yeah, Angie's here. Stay back.
Why?
Watch from there. And this time, understand what I wanted to teach you.
Oni-chan?
Are you happy with this, Aurora? I shall be your witness. If you defeat my Miko, I promise to return you all to the Golden Land. Giggle giggle. Assuming the Golden Land still exists, that is. I believe in them.
That's right. Beato and all the others won't lose.
Giggle 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 giggle. In that case, we better start with the bad news. Erica, you can make your report now. Come.
When Burn Castell snapped her fingers, Erica appeared with a bow.
Come. Pardon me for the interruption, my master. Sorry, Erica. How inconsiderate of me to keep you waiting when you came bearing good news. No problem. Rejoice, my master. I have come to inform you of the complete destruction of the Golden Land.
Liar!
The Golden Land has been totally destroyed. I'm here to report that it's collapsed and fallen into the sea of nothingness. Not just the humans, but the illusions as well have been completely annihilated.
Liar! I won't believe it!
Then allow me to make you believe it. Take this, my master.
Erica humbly presented an object wrapped in cloth. It shone with a golden light.
What's this? A golden apple? This is the heart of Beatrice, master of the Golden Land.
Beato! Burn Castell pinched it between two fingers, held it aloft, and gazed at it.
Even like this, it's still beating. You're so cute, Beatrice. The game board that you are might be opened again by somebody. You still believe that, don't you?
It's okay, Oni-chan. We didn't see Beato get defeated. This is some sort of trick they're using on us. A trick to make us lose our morale. Or maybe it's a trick of Beato's. She changed herself to pretend that she's been defeated. There's no way that Beatrice, that everyone, that the Golden Land could be destroyed.
Giggle, giggle, giggle. That's true. If the Witch of the Future believes that, you might be able to make it so. So, let me show you. Look closely, Witch of the Future from 1998. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes.
Berncastel threw the golden heart into the air like an apple. Then, with the blood-red blade of the scythe that appeared in her hand, she split it.
Beatrice died in October of 1986. Therefore, the Golden Land she created was completely destroyed. Your family that was kept alive in the Golden Land was destroyed along with it. Your father, mother, and of course, Battler will never return to you again, and will never speak your name again. The Witch of the Future has the power to interpret things how she pleases and overwrite what happens. However, there is just one fact that she can't overwrite, no matter how much she struggles. And that is death. You cannot overcome any concept of death, be it physical or mental. It is the single blade of truth with which witches of the past can strike down witches of the future. Hang in there, Angie.
But...
You decided to accept it, didn't you? You decided to live on, even if no one came back alive, didn't you?
I know, but... Even so, a tiny sliver of hope had remained inside Angie's heart. Despite everything, if she was favored by some miracle, maybe someone would come home after all. It doesn't matter when, it could be 10 years later or 50 years later. It doesn't even matter if they've forgotten my face. I believed that someone might come back someday, and I decided to live with that tiny hope in my heart. Even though I accepted everyone's death, even though I saw it in the Book of the Single Truth, I still thought that it wouldn't be so bad to believe in a miracle, just a little. A miracle you believe in, even though you won't know it won't happen, is hope. So the witch who knew that miracles don't occur had ruthlessly torn that hope away.
Don't cry.
I know, but...
Even the big brother you're crying to right now is already dead.
Oni-chan isn't dead, he's here! Right here!
Don't cry, Angie.
But...
Don't cry!
At Battler's shout, Angie bit back her tears.
Why does it matter? What do we of the past mean to you living in the future? Angie, what sort of witch were you?
Huh?
Whether we're alive or dead means nothing to you.
That's not true. I want you to live.
That's not it. You can go beyond life and death, right?
Angie didn't understand what he was telling her. So, stunned into silence, she frantically considered what her brother might be trying to say. Battler slowly lifted his face and stared at Berncastel.
And you aren't a witch. You're a reaper. That's right. I have the sickle that reaps all hope and miracles. So I must be what you say. You're a reaper who stole away the hope that kept Angie alive and lured her towards death.
You're the one who threw about truths of the past, stealing the future from Angie's eyes and forcing her to look only at the past. And you're the one who thrust the hope-crushing single truth in front of her, gently pushing her from behind as she, of her own accord, took that step from the skyscraper's roof off into the world of nothingness.
But now, I'll free Angie from the spell that you represent. Angie won't be trapped by the curse of the past anymore. She'll step forward into the future, but not into the emptiness of the abyss that you're trying to lure her into. Angie will live strong in the future, starting in 1998. Humans are wretched creatures who walk into the future while staring back into the past. That's why they easily plummet into pitfalls and flip over like comical fools. Come, Berncastel! A witch of the past like you can't block the radiance of the future. Yes, let's go. Let's follow the rules of your game. I'll give you some closed room riddles, but since I'm short-tempered, heavy-handed, and easily bored, I'll give you all of them at once. Whoa.
Berncastel spread her hands, and it seemed as though a halo or angel wings are spreading out behind her. Each of the countless rays that spread out from her were the blue streaks of closed-room mystery blades. Berncastel, who had traveled the Sea of Fragments for many, many years, had gathered those countless closed-room mysteries as souvenirs from all over the place. All of those rays twisted at once and aimed toward Battler. It was as though infinite giant snakes had turned their heads to stare at him.
If you fail to shoot down even a single puzzle, then this is goodbye. I'm not as forgiving as Beato, who gave you until October 5th at midnight to give your answer. If you don't answer immediately, you'll die.
I think that there's probably screen flashing here, by the way, just a quick warning for chat. In other words, Sumari, this was no mystery. This wasn't an intellectual game, but a merciless assault.
Die.
Yeah. All at once, hundreds of guided lasers known as mysteries shot at Battler. The complex geometric figure drawn by those blue lasers was nothing but divinely beautiful. Each one was a mystery. Trying to solve each one in this oppressive hailstorm would be like threading a storm of approaching needles. Battler flew freely through this vast space, dodging the beautiful blue streaks of mystery as he shot them down one after another. The entirety of the mystery knowledge he had built up before this day told him the answer to each puzzle. Each time his eyes glowed with the answer, one of the mysteries shattered. However, each mystery was only one out of hundreds. This hardly rose to the level of opposition or resistance. Oni-chan, it's impossible! Run!
There's no unsolvable mystery, just like there's no inescapable fate.
Oni-chan?
Watch, Angie. Don't miss what I'm trying to show you.
By now, the bundle of mysteries looked like one giant snake with blue streaming behind it. Battler skillfully dodged it, precisely splitting its many fangs off one by one, even though he knew his resistance was useless, like trying to pick up all the grains of sand on a beach one by one.
Not bad. Classic mysteries were your specialty, right? Then what about twists on the genre? What about the Sekime? Let's see if you can handle more and more mysteries from all times and places.
Even though Battler was still fighting the giant snake, wings appeared behind Byrne once more.
Whoa.
And they gave birth to 7 more huge snakes. It now looked like a great dragon with 7 heads.
Ushiromiya Battler. It's true that you're a very avid reader and an expert on the mystery genre, but you're still young. There's a limit to how many books and mysteries you could have read. Learn that this world is filled with countless riddles and tricks that you've never heard of.
Oni-chan, you can't do this anymore. Please, just run away. You can't beat Berncastel. Battler's expression remained calm. However, his whole body was covered with sweat, and he was breathing hard. It was clear that he couldn't overcome this onslaught, though Battler himself refused to admit it. Battler wiped away his sweat and fixed his gaze on the 8 snake heads that surrounded him in 3 dimensions.
Angie, you believed that someone from your family would come back someday. Lived that way for 12 years, and then lost your spirit. For a time, you surrendered to the miracle that refused to happen.
That's...
In that case, if I want to see you off as you try and step forward into the future, I mustn't surrender to a miracle myself. That's right, but I'll still harvest your miracles and hopes. All of them, without mercy.
What was now an 8-headed dragon opened its 8 jaws. It looked for weak points from all angles, hoping to swallow Battler in a single gulp. He wouldn't be able to dodge any longer.
Angie-san, if you're expecting a miracle, then I have some bad news for you.
Huh?
Beato has now been completely destroyed, and it's even been announced in red. Do you know what that means? Since Beato has been destroyed, the Golden Land has been destroyed as well. That means that everyone has vanished. In other words, Sumari, you no longer have any friends who can conveniently show up and save you from this pinch.
Beato has been destroyed, and that's been confirmed in red. Therefore, no one else could come to rescue them. Even Ava was a resident of the Golden Land. After bravely breaking the key seal earlier on, she had probably hidden away somewhere. However, now that Beato had been destroyed, all of the residents of the Golden Land had met the same fate as ice under the sun. Any faint hopes Angie might have had that Ava was hiding in the shadows, ready to save them from this final pinch, had been completely crushed from the moment Berncastel smashed that golden heart. There was no one left to save them from this crisis. She couldn't hope for the appearance of any new factor that might save her brother. And what about Angie herself? She could only watch from where she stood. If I help, will I be able to bring about some kind of miracle? But I don't know that much about the mystery genre. I've only watched Beato's game fragments, gathering some basic training on how to fight. At best, I can avoid slowing him down, but I can't protect my brother. But I can't just watch. Oni-chan, let me fight too!
Stay back. Just keep watching and think.
Think about what?
Go back to how you felt at the very beginning. Back to when you were 6 years old, when it all started.
How I felt when I was 6.
You lived for 12 years looking for the truth, but that's not your real greatest wish.
My greatest wish.
You prepared this final game to protect that wish and that hope. Unfortunately, you've wasted that chance. So you'll have to abandon that hope as you step forward into the future. But even so, there's strength in your heart. You can still have it.
Have what?
Remember your very first wish. Even after learning the single truth, remember.
The single truth. Even after learning the heartless truth that everyone is dead and no one will come home, remember. Remember your very first wish. Oni-chan! There was a cataclysmic flash as brilliant as the birth of a sun. All of the palely glowing snakes ran through Battler. He was stained red, surrounded with a cloud of blood. Then he stumbled, and in the end, he looked at Angie. Angie couldn't say anything in response. The light in Battler's eyes faded, and slowly his body began to fall. It reached the ground and gently landed like something settling on the ocean floor. Angie rushed toward him and saw the last expression that would ever cross her dead brother's face. His eyes were opened wide, filled with an unwavering determination until the very last second.
Was Angie-san ever that good at mysteries? She's nothing compared to Battler.
The waving snakes raised their heads and surrounded Angie. Angie had no blades to fight with. She could only cling to her brother's dead face, saying his name over and over.
This is a surprisingly boring ending. I guess that's checkmate.
The 8 snakeheads all attacked at once. Angie held her brother's dead face, thinking about his final words.